No ETA of reopening. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Going to be sunny and breezy, a high of 50. Right now, 27. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
Happy New Year from Betfred Sports. To celebrate the puck drop, enjoy this $15 free bet with promo code NHL15. No deposit necessary. Bet now at BetfredSports.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem? 800-522-4700.
If you've lost one or more teeth, whether from a trauma or illness or just not brushing and flossing properly, you probably find yourself unable to eat everything you want, embarrassed to eat with others, rarely smiling, and maybe even just not talking to people. Hey, it's Ross, and look, that is no way to live. Especially because Aspenwood Dental Associates and the Colorado Dental Implant Center can restore your smile, your bite, and in a lot of ways, your life. The true experts at Aspenwood Dental Associates and the Colorado Dental Implant Center, Drs. Yaros, Augustine, Zeppelin, and Son, have decades of combined experience providing patients with implants that look, function, and feel like real teeth. That's why they've been rated by their peers as top dentists for 12 years in a row. Restore the life that losing teeth has taken from you. Give Aspenwood a call to set up your absolutely free consultation at 303-751-3321. That's 303-751-3321. Or learn more at aspenwooddental.com. That's aspenwooddental.com.
When he's not talking about it, he's tweeting about it.
Do you Twitter?
Follow the Troubleshooter at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of Denver's talk station on Twitter.
Just give me your Twitter and I'll follow you.
Find us right now at 630 K-How. It's your chance to win $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword BANK to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's BANK to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help! I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. What's going on with you? 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, to answer questions, and to take complaints, and to make your life just a little easier, because that's what we do each and every day. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com, RealCBDThatWorks.com, and I will help solve your problems if I can, and we'll do whatever we can to make life a little easier. Let's do it and see what's happening. Now, Jeff has a problem with a body shop. Debbie, an unemployment issue. I want to take this unemployment issue. I don't know if it's the same thing as we've always been handling. I urge you to get your calls in at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255.
We're going to have some good updates today, too. Suzanne's going to get the lady on with the refrigerator. I think it was Sears.
No, Appliance Factory Outlet. I need an opinion from you, Tommy, on that.
Yeah, this one's going to drive you a little nuts when we get to it, Tom. I want to see what you think about it.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of people working on a lot of problems. That means if you have a problem and you need help, you can call us. And you can call 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Now, let me remind you that RealCBDThatWorks.com, you can get 30% off CBD products by just going there and putting Tom in the promo code. A lot of people have been ordering that for the new year. It helps with anxiety. It really does. It helps with inflammation, which is system-wide inflammation and specific inflammation from an injury, and pain. Now, system-wide inflammation, by the way, plays havoc on your immune system. So it stands to reason if you deal with inflammation, you can boost your immunity. By the way, RealCBDThatWorks.com. Tom in the promo code, 30% off. Jeff, hold on one sec, because I'm going to come right to you, Jeff. Hold on. Debbie first. Debbie, let's talk about unemployment. What's happening?
Hey, good morning, Tom. How are you?
Good morning. Are you one of the ones that we're calling about fraud?
No fraud. So I've been on unemployment since November, and I've been consistently receiving my weekly payments. Well, they changed over to that new system.
What's the new system?
Some big, huge system conversion they made based on the new stimulus law that was passed.
What? There's a new system for unemployment? I don't understand how unemployment affects that.
I don't know. They just converted systems, and they decided now was the time to do it.
Okay. So now how does this affect you? What happened to you?
So we were directed to only request 1 week. And then last Sunday, I went in and requested my first payment in the new system.
What do you mean what do you mean you were directed to request 1 week? I just don't know what that means. What do you mean? Help me.
Oh, so you were supposed to request it every 2 weeks.
Oh, I see.
And they decided in the new system that you would request it every week.
And do you have to show you've been looking for employment or you're ready for employment?
Yeah, you used to have to maintain those work search logs on your own, and now you have to enter everything in the system.
Okay, so they actually gave you a login, and you go in and you enter where you've been looking for work, and you do it weekly.
Yes.
Sounds like a good system.
Sounds great.
Suzanne, where are we on getting Phil Spessart on?
He is just getting back from vacation and it's just been slammed. So I will work on that for next week, Tom.
Yeah, we definitely will get Debbie back. So, Debbie, what happened? Did you stop getting payments?
I did. How did you guess?
Did you run out of benefits?
Yeah, like how long?
No, not at all. I just got approved in November.
Did you get any kind of explanation at all? Let's get right there. Did you get an explanation, Deb?
No, the screen says week denied. There's no option to find out why.
Just that's it. Just week denied. That's it.
Yes, week denied.
Okay, hold on now. Hold on. What about this? First of all, let me ask a little bit about yourself. What were you doing for work?
I'm an accountant.
Were you working for a firm?
No, private company.
And you were laid off?
Yes.
And you can't find work?
I'm diligently working on that.
I think I know someone hiring.
Yeah, I was just going to say, are you a CPA?
I am.
Wow. Do you want work?
I do.
Okay.
We'll give you 2 leads off air.
Right. We're going to give you some leads, Debbie. How long have you been an accountant?
Oh, quite a while. 20 plus years.
Okay.
So you're brand new at it.
Yeah. Hey, Debbie, on a side note, I want to tell people that we do want to help connect people with jobs. If you are looking for work, call us.
Yeah, because of referralist.com, we know every kind of company.
Right. We really do know people looking for good people. And we'll keep. Great. You can use if you call us, you can use an assumed name or a fake name. We'll get in touch with you. Seriously, we can talk on the air. Now, listen. Let's get right to it. We need to get you in touch with our angels. We call them at the unemployment division. Our angels. Now, listen. This is something though I don't understand. When you're denied, there is no place at all to appeal that.
There's no place to even understand where you're denied.
Can you send me is it possible to send me your screenshot after you logged in and whatever it shows when you tried to get that benefit? Did you happen to take a screenshot?
No, but I can.
Let's do it. Hold on.
Real quick, is it possible because the way they changed the system and you enter where you looked on a particular week and you didn't know it, that you didn't do it, and that's why they declined it?
Well, I did it. I thought I did it to the best of my ability, but like I said, I have no reason to understand why they denied it.
All right, Suzanne, grab all her info and let's send it over to our angel.
Yeah, we're going to send it, but I still want to see the screenshot. Jeff, what's happening, man? What's going on with this custom body shop? Whenever I hear custom body shop, I think that's what Suzanne put down. Did you actually say custom body shop? Are you doing something custom? Jeff, are you there?
Tom, good morning. Yes, I am. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, what kind of body work?
Some custom sheet metal.
Really? Okay, I got some photos here. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Is this a nice car? Holy crap. Hold on. Let me look at this car. Is that an SS396?
No, it's just a 69 Chevy Chevelle Malibu.
Okay. Do those SSs look like that? Because that's what I thought when I first saw it. That's a Malibu for sure. But what is it? Is the SS396 a Malibu or not?
It's Chevelle Malibu. So the difference is the powertrain and the suspension. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same, except for badging.
Now that is a
Look at
big
that
damn.
blower.
What is that engine? What do you have in that thing? We got to post that, Mark. How do we do that?
It's up.
Okay. How do we? What is that engine there?
That is a Chevy 350.
A 350, huh? Okay. By the way, I just don't like your choice of color, but man, is that car cool?
Oh, I like it. It looks like the old Dukes of Hazzard.
Do they call that rust? What do they call it? Color orange or what? It's kind of mute.
That is a pearl copper.
Pearl copper. Anyway, to each his own. But what are you complaining about? Let me look here. Okay, you're giving me tight shots, and I don't know what they are. What kind of custom work did you have done?
So the inner fender wells were replaced with larger inner fender wells to accommodate a larger rear tire.
Sure. And
the sill plate between the trunk lid and the rear glass was replaced.
Yeah.
And then a smoothie panel on the firewall. So the body was actually removed from the chassis.
You're right. I see. Did you do the chassis separately, and did you bead blast it and do a real honest to God chassis up restoration?
Yes. So I did all the chassis work, and
okay. Let's get right to the body. From this wide shot, It looks nice. It looks nice. But you're saying if you were to grade that body, did that shop do all of that body work in addition to the sheet metal?
Yes, they did the sheet metal, the prep, and the paint. And unfortunately, photographs really don't highlight.
No, I know. I want to know, though, is this, in your mind, because I don't know, I'm not looking at it, is it a terrible job?
It is, because he painted the body back at the end of 2019, and then let me look at my.
What is he? I don't need to know those exact. What do you want done?
Are you saying the shades don't match?
No, he's saying.
Yes. No, that's why I can kind of see it, man.
I thought he was. Yeah. I thought he was saying.
Look at the one that looks like it has a gap, and I'm sure it does have a gap. One's lighter than the other color.
Right.
I thought he was complaining about the gapping. Okay, go ahead.
No. Pearl paint the whole car has to be painted at one time.
Okay.
You can't do one section 1 month, then the doors another month.
I need you to tell me in a sentence, Jeff, what needs to be done to correct this? Just tell me.
The whole car needs to be resanded and painted all at once.
Okay. Do you need new sheet metal work?
No. Sheet metal work is complete. But,
Good. I'm trying to get a handle. You simply want it all redone. Now, are you willing to use this as your base coat if he roughed it up, or do you? Okay, hold on. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
"2020 is over. We can all breathe a huge sigh of relief for that. And we can look forward to 2021 because the puzzle game Best Fiends is now better than ever. With exciting new levels.
That's easy.
Challenging new puzzles, and the cutest new characters. No wonder it has over 100 million downloads. Celebrate the new year by playing over 5,000 levels of the best puzzle game.
10 seconds, autograding, come on the banker.
Or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Play Best Fiends. Download free.
theartofgranite.com. You've heard me talk about this. You know, I talk about businesses because I believe in them. If you want countertops and you want them done in a spectacular way, and you want them done quickly, and you want to pay less money, go to The Art of Granite. In fact, he'll give you prices on the phone. The Art of Granite charges wholesale for materials. They do the bathroom vanity free when you do the kitchen. They also they charge wholesale for materials and then tear out and haul away free. Get your price, 303-386-5919, theartofgranite.com. Something that touches me is pain, because when I see people in pain, I remember what I went through. And thank goodness we have a clinic that dedicates themselves to getting you out of pain and giving your life back. Don't get strung out on drugs for the rest of your life. These guys, listen, they can maintain medication until they get you off it. They can help you get rid of your pain with real therapy that targets the pain. They have nerve blocks and spinal cord stimulators. They have even physical therapies, massage, emotional therapy. They are dedicated to helping you with pain. They work with all major insurance companies, including Medicaid and workers' comp. and of course Medicare. Comprehensive programs tailored for you. 303-GOT-PAIN. That's the number. It may sound like, you know, a catchy phrase, but these guys are nothing but dedicated physicians, local, owned and operated by local physicians. 303-GOT-PAIN. ColoradoPainCare.com.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head.
You know what's funny as hell?
What's that?
I haven't worn fucking flannel
know,
for a
you
year,
and I show
and we show up in flannel. The people are laughing at us. They said we look like twins.
The flannel boys.
This guy Kent wants to know if we're going to go lumberjack after we get out of here.
20 years. Even if you've refinanced in the last year, we can still probably save you money. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how you can save up to thousands of dollars a year. This amazing 2.5 rate and APR won't last long.
I don't know why I'm
fast track loan process.
I'll tell you why, because what happened that was
I don't know, I really do feel weak, though, and I don't think it's, I was feeling like...
It gave me a fucking headache. In fact, I'm grabbing some Eva. I'm not kidding, dude. I am
Take this aspirin over here. This aspirin's good because it has a little caffeine in it.
When I saw that fucking dude looking at me like that, man, I'm telling you, man.
Was he balding?
I couldn't see it. Fucking guy had a Chester the molester band.
And then he left. So there, if there wasn't a fucking guy, if he doesn't work for that, for anyone, that's him. I'm interested in getting that done.
Yes. Not only that, it's way deeper than that. Well, I just know Brenda freaked her out. I know that for a
linebacker and Ring of Fame. Tough stuff machines are tremendous for any type of work.
Yeah, they have to know.
Especially with this shit coming up like I told you next week.
I would never.
There's no better way to be consistent.
Tim knows that now for sure.
Have it at home, have it available to you any time of the day or night. Tough stuff on the fitness guy.
Have you been in that fucking elevator that doesn't go to 4?
No, but it's scared me.
I said that to you yesterday.
When that guy was calling me, Mark, he says, Tom, he didn't sound like, hey, you. He says, Tom, Mr. Martino, Tom Martino, I know it's you. I saw you.
But we can help your day be more efficient, get fit, and
I saw what you call it.
Yeah, no more of that shit.
Rates are still at record lows.
Yeah, I know. I thought, that's how weird it is, Mark. That's how weird it is when you, because that stands out like a fucking sore thumb. You just wait for that to show up.
I know. Like, and that tells us, yeah.
303-867-7000.
A listener.
One of our salary-based lending specialists.
But you know what? And that was just yesterday, man.
I haven't really kicked ass lately like that, though, have I?
No, I was thinking of anything. Anything.
Diabetes,
high blood
pressure,
anything. Nothing fucking comes up.
You're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes. $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200.
Who's giving the speech with that fucking mask on?
Speak with Big Lou at 8.
Oh, it's the man, I'm telling you, 20,000 fucking National Guards out there next week. 20,000.
Term providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance.
That is just the craziest fucking shit, man.
Term life for you. All you need to do is call Big
Lou. He's like you.
6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call
so my dad's got a buddy, or had a buddy. I think the guy's passed away, but you remember Ruby Ridge?
Remember.
He was a crazy ass that was held up with a shitload of guns in the woods.
What about him?
So my dad's buddy that went to college with him, so they were friends forever, was in the FBI, and he was at Ruby Ridge. And they were out there for days, man. And this he was on a sniper rifle at the time. And he's like this, looking through the scope. You know, he's not trying to take him out, but that's what they're doing. They're ready for anything. And he, all of a sudden, through his scope, the fucking guy is looking at him through his scope. So they're both fucking right at each other in each other's scopes. He said it was one of the freakiest fucking things. Oh, fuck yeah, I know. The whole thing was fucked up. The worst one, honestly, I know the guy was a nut, was Koresh. Burning that motherfucking building down with those kids and shit was outrageous. Well, even if they didn't do it, they decided to go in.
$300 on top-rated
I'd like to believe there's no way anybody would do that.
want to see how things get out of hand. There's a series called
at Mattress Firm.
Messiah. Is it old or new? In between, it's like 18 or 19. I bet I like it. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-8255.
So, listen, Jeff, you had a car go to a body shop. How long have they had it?
The project started May of 2019.
We're live on YouTube, live on Facebook. You can see it on our stream, of course, on our podcast as well, and live on the iHeartRadio app. Of course, that's just audio. And, okay, here's what I want to know. Does he refuse to make it? Does he refuse to redo it?
Well, now he's wanting to replace both quarter panels.
But why?
Because he says he can't repair them.
Well, hold on. You didn't mention anything about the quarter panels. Why are we going there now? What happened to the quarter panel?
Well, because we knew 15 months ago there was an issue.
What was the issue?
Went ahead.
What was the issue?
Well, there's a couple of pictures. You should be able to see.
But just the quarter panel, just in a word, I believe. You tell me what it is.
Yeah, it's right up there.
What's the problem with the quarter? Just tell me the problem.
Well, it was repaired once before.
Repaired how? Was it dented? Was it rusted? How was it repaired?
Just with some fresh sheet metal that was done by a previous owner.
Was it brazed in?
He never really dug into it. He just went ahead and left it alone.
Was it repaired? Was it repaired with fiberglass?
I'm not really sure what he used to clean things up.
A clean restoration, and some people may disagree with me, is to cut out a really bad area and braze in a new one, or to just replace it. Of course, now and brazing is just welding flat. I mean, I don't know how they do it. They grind it down flat after they weld it in, and it's a true restoration. But listen, so you need more. I said, what do you want done? You want it repainted. You need more than that. You need it repainted, plus you need body work. Is that what you're saying now?
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm going to ask again, what needs to be done to make it right?
Those areas need to be repaired correctly. You do not need to replace the entire quarter panel to repair those two bad areas.
Have you thought, how much have you paid this guy so far?
$28,000.
And how much worth of work did you get? Did he do anything else? Did he do anything right?
There's a lot of mistakes that need to be corrected.
Man, I just don't know. Here's what we need to do. We need to get the body shop on and talk to him.
Yeah.
What's the name of the body shop?
Sure.
And then we need an expert to look at it. What's the name of the body shop?
It's Rick's Rod Shop.
Rick's Rod Shop. Who do we assign this to, Suzanne? Who's meticulous about it?
Let's see if he'll come on air first.
Yeah, let's just see if he'll come on the air.
Give Suzanne the number and we'll try to get him up.
Rick's Rod Shop. Rick's Rod Shop.
Rick's Rod.
Rick's Rod. Rick's Rod Shop. Okay, let's talk to Mary. Has a follow-up. Mary, you have a follow-up on the storm door, Home Depot. When you first called, what was the issue?
It's so crooked we can't even open the door anymore.
That's right.
Nobody would respond to my... Seven times down there in 4 weeks. After talking to you today, somebody's showing up to fix the door.
Hey, Mary, you stay in touch with us, dear, because we told you we will help. Thank you, Suze. We got our angel at Home Depot. And you know what? I want to give a shout-out to Home Depot for taking care of problems. Now, that's what means something to me. Now, obviously, everyone gets problems, but taking care of them, that is what counts. Mary, thank you so much for letting us know. Debbie sent a screenshot. Did you send it to me, Suze?
Yeah, I sure did.
Good.
I sent it to you and Mark both.
I'm going to look at it during the break right now. PJ, what's going on, PJ?
Yes, I just wanted to make you aware, or make everybody aware, that they changed the neighborhood of Stapleton to Central Park, right?
That's right.
I've been there. It's nice.
Well, right, it is. But on
is that because Stapleton was Stapleton some kind of a racist or something? What was that?
Well, he was the grand wizard of the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yes. So, but they changed the neighborhood. But on both sides of I-70, when you get off of Quebec, now it's called Stapleton Drive.
Well, they kept the name.
Well, I don't think it was ever called Stapleton Drive. I don't know.
Why did they keep it, though?
They rebuilt the road. Excuse me?
Why did they keep anything Stapleton if they wanted to get rid of it?
Right. That's my point.
That's weird.
I think that was just a
Let's just ask the mayor's office.
Well, yeah. Hold on now. Now, who made, so it's, by the way, what happened to Skyview? That was a name they were considering, but that's not it, right? There's no part of it. So right now, they changed the name of the neighborhood, Central Park, but they kept the name Stapleton Drive, or you're saying it was never called Stapleton Drive?
It was never called Stapleton Drive. Now it's called Stapleton Drive on both sides of
Well, that's just weird.
Getting off Quebec.
It seems weird. What was it called before?
I'm not sure what it was called. It was just a road. It was a road. I think it was called 30, I think 40th or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's right, actually.
They may as well just call it KKK Court. I mean, come on, man. This is ridiculous. No, seriously.
Right.
Listen, listen, I get it, by the way, as far as canceling out old, painful names. I get that part. By the way, I'm not going to get into each and everything. I don't know about, like I said, Cleveland Indians and all that stuff.
Why was the airport named after
him? Here's what it was because he was the mayor and he was a good guy.
Oh, I didn't know he was a mayor.
They thought he was a good guy. He was a famous guy. The family had a lot of roots in Denver, and so he was a famous guy. I mean, there are a lot of people that were famous that turned out to be scumbags, and now we're going back and revising that. And I think some of that is deserving, obviously. We don't, I mean, think about it. If you were living somewhere as a Christian and you had Pontius Pilate Airport, I mean,
yeah, but how about
King Herod Drive?
People that want to cancel Lincoln?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like I said, we can go too far, but the Stapleton thing, the point I'm making is, if you're going to go through all the trouble to change the neighborhood, why would you, I don't even understand.
Let's see what Webb's got.
You know what, we do have to get on, we have to get to the mayor's office on this one. Did you ask the mayor's office why it's Bill Stapleton Drive?
No, I can't get through.
Well, we can get through to someone. Does anyone know why they changed Stapleton neighborhood to Central Park, which I think is stupid because Central Park is New York. I mean, they should have called it Park Central maybe, or Skyview. But why would you ever then have a drive called Stapleton if you want to get rid of the name? If you know, let me know. We'll get back to all of you right after this.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, Michael Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver.
It said that there was a plan, said,
now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, let's go to the high country, where both directions of Highway 285 closed over Kenosha Pass due to blowing, drifting snow and poor visibility. No estimated time when the highway will reopen, so you have to postpone your plans for now. Back in town.
All righty, hang on a minute. Let me get somebody else on hold here. Hang on. Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name?
31 pinpoint weather. It'll be sunny and breezy, a high of 50 right now, a few clouds and 33. With your impact traffic weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
It's the year-end sale at Mattress Firm for a limited time.
I will tell Tommy. Thank you.
$100 on top-rated
Bye.
mattress brand.
Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name?
Adjustable base with your $6.99 mattress purchase. Only during the year-end sale at Mattress Firm.
Oh. Okay. Got it. Thank you kindly. Bye.
Powerful plant-based antioxidants to help protect your body from free radicals. When we make grainberries, we care about sugar control. That's why we start with lower sugar than other cereals, then use our whole grain onyx sorghum to help slow sugar absorption. This sugar control, or sugar taming as we call it, helps manage diabetes and prediabetes. And we didn't have to sacrifice flavor to do it. So buy grainberry cereal with amazing onyx sorghum and start curbing your sugar today.
Rick, hi. This is Suzanne with the Tom Martino Show, and one of your clients called us about their vehicle. You're not on the air, sir. But Tom wanted me to give you a call. It's Jeff with the 1969 Chevy Chevelle. Jeff is asking us for help with this issue. Tom was wondering if you would come on via telephone and just sort of powwow about this vehicle and see what's going on with it. So it's the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. We're on KRDO down in the Springs. We're a consumer show that helps people when they call us with consumer issues. And one of your customers is calling us on our show, asking us. I will let Tom know that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Woo.
You bet, Todd. So, folks, if you're ready, we're ready to serve you. Whether it's a fresh new look for your kitchen or bath, or the warmth that's fine in place with windows, you have our word for Refinancing. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com. If you've ever sold a home, you know it's a hassle. From the prep work to the open houses, not to mention the surprise showing. What if I told you there was a stress-free way to buy and sell a home? Well, go to orchard.com. Their move service helps you buy and list your old home once you're all moved out. I'll let them know. That means you'll never have to deal with showings, open houses, double moves, or double mortgages. And to make sure you get the best possible price, Orchard can also handle making repairs or updates, so your home is list ready. Joe, a recent Orchard client, said, "With Orchard, we got our new home for $10,000 less and got asking price on our old one. Highly recommend." Kevin, another client.
Deputy Doc's online says he has a follow-up. I can't put it in there.
Oh, that's okay. I'll get it. Hey, Ken. How's it going, man? What you got?
Enter your address and get started with a free valuation. It's that easy.
Oh, yeah, Big O. Okay, you can recap the issue as well? That's the one down out in Elizabeth, right? The Big O Tires in Elizabeth? I believe so. And the lady's name was, oh, God, was it Shannon? What was her name? Jasmine. Okay, so be prepared to recap the issue and then give Tommy the follow-up for us. Okay, man? Ken, thanks for all your help. I can't wait till you can come in the studio. Hang on. An Elizabeth issue.
No better products and no better company to install them. KH Windows.
Everybody's mentioning their twins. It's so funny. Was not even on purpose. Mark never wears plaid. Like once a year, Aunt, does this guy wear plaid? That cracks me up. Oh, man.
Check out Research Raccoon. Just tell the Research Raccoon.
I couldn't decide if I wanted bangs or not, so I cut bangs for my daughter, and she looks awful. Dodged a bullet there.
I haven't had bangs since I was like 13.
So I cut bangs for my daughter, and she looks awesome. I dodged a bullet there. Like, wow, you used her. All right, back on about 25 seconds, guys.
That is funny. Oh my gosh. Is it yet? What? Jim Saxton.
All right, about 5 seconds, guys. There you go.
Sue's Talk to Body Shop.
Results with big data. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK.
8255. Sue's Talk to the Body Shop. All right, Suze, what's going down?
Rick was not happy.
Oh, just for asking?
Said he's filing charges on his customer and hung up on me.
Oh, you know, that is so stupid when people do that. That is so stupid when we just want to get your side of it at Rick's Rod Shop. He got his rod up in a Tiffy, whatever. We just wanted to get your side of the story. We're not trying to have a rod fight here. We're just trying to get your side of the story.
What a jerk.
Goodness gracious.
What does that tell you about a business when they handle it like that?
Here's what I've said before. I want to make this clear, and I think people will understand this. No business has any obligation to talk to us, okay? So if we called and a business says, you know, I'm really not going to go on the air. I don't see this going good for me. I'm going to bow out, and guess what? I'll just take care of it with my customer, but I don't think it's any of your business. Honest to God. Or they said, you know, I don't feel comfortable talking to a radio show or a consumer advocate, even though he's wonderful and handsome and has been here for 40 years. But what I'd like to do is to handle it with the customer, or, you know, I'm handling it. Even saying I'm handling it. But to say this, see, there is absolutely no excuse for saying this. I'm not talking to you, and I'm going to file charges against my customer. Now, how stupid is that? That's stupid. That's not just half stupid. That's wholly stupid. Right? I mean, don't you agree?
Unless, and I just got to throw this out, unless this guy, like, threatened him or walked in there with a baseball bat, I agree 100% with you.
Guess what, though? What if he did do that? Rick should have said, you know what? You don't know the whole story.
That's right.
This customer has given me a hard time, and I'm thinking of filing charges because he's dangerous. Then we would say, you know what? Let's handle this off the air. We don't want to inflame violence.
I'd sue this guy, man. The problem is, I don't know how much these repairs cost.
It's $28,000 he paid so far. Jeff, I was afraid of this. This guy doesn't sound like he wants to talk at all, man. This guy wants to go to war. Jeff? Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Tom?
Yeah, he wants to go to war. This is terrible. Have you guys had words? Have you guys had words?
We have, because, Tom, it should not take 20 months to do this project. And it's not even finished yet.
You may have to bite the bullet and get it out of there and sue his ass.
No, I have the car back in my possession, thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness. Can we have somebody look at it?
Sure.
What's that guy's number again?
Yeah, Suzanne, what's Rick's Rod Shop's number so I can tell people to avoid him?
Okay, are you ready, Tom?
Yeah.
719-388.
Okay, so is he down in the Springs?
Yes, sorry.
388?
20.
20. Yes?
66.
2066.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
I didn't have my headphones on, sorry.
Yeah, now, so it's 719-388-2066.
I was nice, Tom, just so you know.
Okay, Susan, I don't doubt it. You're married to Mark. I get it. You don't want us to lump you in. You don't want us to lump you in with him. Hey, Jeff, listen, man. Seriously, who do we have in the Springs, Mark? We have to find one of our people to look it over.
You mean a body shop? Let's ask the guys at Honest Accurate what body shop's good there. We don't.
Yeah,
have
but those guys know enough to know, though. You know, any car expert can see.
Well, just from the picture, it's two different shades.
But he's saying the sheet metal itself is bad.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm really happy. I'm really happy you got the car. Did you get all of now? What form of payment did you make?
Cash.
Oh, crap. Oh,
exactly.
Jeff.
So I made installments over the course of this 20 months. The last payment being last summer, and that was my fault. I should have never have paid him in full the way I did.
All right, listen. We're going to find someone to look at it. Mark is intimately familiar with the Springs market. He knows a lot of people down there, so he's going to get a hold of Jesse. We just need someone to eyeball that. All right, now, Debbie, you sent us your screenshot. We're working on your problem behind the scenes. 303-713-TALK. And what it says, I want to bring this. Okay, it says, select the payment ID, blah, 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 and it says unemployment insurance debit card processing. Well, no, I meant the rejection. There's no rejection here. Where's the rejection, dear?
If you look at the second from the last column, it says week denied. That's it. That's all you get.
Oh, I see. That's all it says, week denied. So in other words, you had process, meaning you got it. And then all of a sudden, on the 4th, you got it. And on the 13th, you didn't. And there's no rhyme or reason.
Correct.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me. Come on. And there's nothing else. Not, you can call us, you can do this, nothing. They just said denied. And you have no idea. Just arbitrarily denied. Now, that does not make sense to me. Did you try putting in the claim again? Like retroactively?
There's no option to put it in. In fact, there's no option to even request payment this Sunday yet.
What, Mark? What do you got? Okay. I'm really pissed off. I am really pissed off at this. Okay, we are going to put you on our list. I promise you, we do have an angel at unemployment that will look at this for you, okay? We need some information Suze is going to get from you. Suze, I want you to forward this screenshot as well. Okay, Mark, were you trying to signal me for something or not?
Yeah, we got to go to break.
Okay, we're going to go to break. Then Deputy Doc has some follow-ups, and then we have some other problems coming up.
Tell your smart device to play.
How do we know? Well, let's talk to him.
Suzanne, I don't think he wants to come on.
Mark, can you hear me?
I got a spot. Go ahead.
Denver's talk station, available on over 2,000 devices. Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, let's go to the High Country Drive. A couple of trouble spots. Highway 285 closed over Kenosha Pass due to poor visibility, drifting snow. There's been several crashes along that stretch.
Is it right after this?
Time of reopening. Also, watch out for slow.
About like 15 seconds after this.
Up towards Georgetown, seeing a bit of delay there at about 5 to 10 extra minutes drive time to your commute, and traction laws in place both directions of US 6 over Loveland Pass. Back in town, watch out for crash being cleared off highway at 6th and Colorado. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, sunny and breezy with a high of 50 today. Right now, a few clouds and 33. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
It's the year-end sale.
All right, 10 seconds till Simple Floors. Here you go. It's short.
For dollars on top-rated mattress brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your $6.99 mattress purchase. Only during the year-end sale at Mattress Firm.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. These guys are great. Buddy Mitchell will send a mobile showroom out to your house. You can pick out your carpet, your hardwood, your luxury vinyl tile. These guys do it all, and they do it right there in your own house. Of course, you can always go to their beautiful, beautiful warehouse, but why do that? You can see all the samples with your furniture, your paint, your colors. These guys are great. Make an online appointment. Of course, the initial estimate is always free, and you can save up to 40% from the big box stores. SimplyFloorsInc.com, SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Down here, I'm going to take a minute to talk to you about something that has changed my life, Blue Sky CBD. You've heard me talk about the relief it's given me with hip pain after rowing, and you've heard how much the pet club.
He said I didn't come in.
That's right, go ahead.
He said I didn't come in illegally. The guy brought me in his office. He said my business was talked about yesterday, and I was just trying to give Tom paperwork. A company called 3 Square from yesterday. A guy named Bob called on. I missed that whole thing. He says I was just trying to give Tom some paperwork because my business was talked about. So Tom's talking to him, trying to get him on the air.
What do you mean he didn't sneak in?
He said I didn't come in illegally, so I don't even. Because when he said, "Hey, I'm the guy from this morning that came to try to talk to Tom," I said, "Dude, you scared us." He says, "Well, my business was talked about. I don't know where he got it."
Did you ask him to get a white van?
No.
Only $14. You're not going to be disappointed. BlueSky-CBD.com. Promo code KHOW for 30% off. BlueSky-CBD.com.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Inspiration is amazing. It can turn this into this. Put it all together, and you get something special. Views is putting it all together with a special price, 99 cents for a Views Auto Power Unit, available in-store and at Views.com. Views, charge beyond, vapor price, and the sale prohibited, 99 cents plus tax. On sold separately. Website restricted, age 21 and over, tobacco consumers.
Are you worried about credit card debt building up? Maybe looking for ways to save a few $100s a month, maybe $1,000 a month? If you're a homeowner, the answer may be as simple as a mortgage refinance. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky for American Financing, reminding you that mortgage rates are still near record lows. making it a great time to refinance and consolidate debt into your mortgage. You'll get a lower rate. You'll have fewer monthly payments to focus on. Depending on your tax situation, this may be deductible where your other debts aren't. And you know what else? When you choose American Financing, you don't have any upfront or hidden fees and no pressure, no obligation, and you don't have to reset your loan term, which can mean tens of thousands of dollars in long-term savings. So don't put off a mortgage refinance any longer. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000. Or apply online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 122334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Here's the dirt on dust. It may seem fine, but it's actually made of dead skin cells and dust mite droppings. That's where Swiffer heavy-duty dusters come in, with thousands of specially coated fibers trap and lock dust in one swipe.
This is obviously a guy that's passionate about his company, and he's not at all, doesn't sound at all. But thank God, but thank God, though, that we got this thing. Is he coming on? Yeah.
Heavy-duty dusters. Stop cleaning. Start Swiffer.
I absolutely love my dog, but the constant shedding, not so much. But then I got a Swiffer Sweeper Pet Kit, and it is amazing. These super thick cloths pick up a crazy amount of hair. Just look at all that. And that was from just one swipe. And the best part? Sweeper's so much easier to maneuver than a broom or a vacuum, easily getting around chairs and under the couch. You're right. Now I can focus on you, not your shedding. Swiffer Sweeper Pet Kit, because shed happens.
Every day we're bombarded with new conflicts. What if this is not really about Democrats or Republicans, but an outside agent pulling our strings? Get the real story at challengesweface.org.
Hi, it's Mandy Carl. Join my friends Gary Bell and Brad Pollock for the Bell and Pollock Legal Show right here on KHOW every Saturday morning at 7. It's a live call-in show to give Coloradans like you free legal advice.
All right, guys, back in about 30 seconds.
Discuss with them.
Okay, Jim said he may not want to come on the air. So he slammed up. I told him it's okay. I told him to reconsider.
For people to get ripped off. Michael Brown at 2.
If I am anything, I am fake news.
Dan Caplis, afternoons 4 to 6.
You want to talk to people up and down the Front Range? This is the one place you can do that.
Impacting your life. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Online at KHOW. All right, you're back, guys.
Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. You know, I don't use this word a lot, but, well, I do. I say great and all that, but I'm talking about love. This man is filled with love for people. I swear to you, when you hire Frank, you feel like you're working with your best friend. And you do free market valuations for your home. I don't know how anyone can compete with him once you talk to him. I mean, you'll see what I mean. I mean, as skeptical as Mark is, and he loves controlling stuff, he just stepped back and let Frank negotiate everything.
Thank goodness.
I know everything. And you know what? He is such a humble guy. You don't understand how skilled. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. You'll see. You'll see. You'll call to thank me. Deputy Doc, I have some follow-ups here. Deputy Doc, how are you doing? And by the way, are you fully recovered, Deputy Doc?
Oh, no, this is going to be a long process. I've got a lot of post-COVID acute pulmonary issues.
And one of the reasons I want to tell people, one of the reasons is you are in the age bracket and you are of severity, and you also had pre-existing conditions. So this is one of the reasons this is happening. And but are you getting better each day, or what? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm stable, and they have a great acute pulmonary care clinic at National Jewish that I'm hooked up with. So they're going to take care of my hopefully short-term acute care. But for now, I'm at home on oxygen, and I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay. So Big O Tires in Elizabeth. I like Big O. What happened? What was the original problem there?
All right. The Johnsons went to Service Street, and they were told they had a front axle seal leak. They brought it into Big O. Big O said, no, it's a water pump, and they had the water pump replaced. Then they were having problems with the transmission, and they believe that because they didn't address the leak problem, that Big O was responsible for the transmission issue.
Yes.
So I called Big O. and they said this happened back in July. The people I spoke to at Big O bought the franchise in October and basically said, not my problem, it's the original owners.
Well, that's true in a way. That's true in a way.
Right. The original owner turfed it off to their insurance company, United Fire Group. I made a bunch of calls. I finally was able to get an email, and this is always anticlimactic. But, of course, the email said, I'm sorry, we can't talk to you. We only talk to our customers. We will deal with it with them. So that's where it stands.
Well, that's a proper response. I don't mind that response. I mean, it's better than what Rick's Rod Shop said. They said, hey, I'm gonna press charges against my employee. But what's weird is that is true. If it changed hands, they're individually owned and operated. This new owner is not responsible, but will the new owner do? Oh no, he's not responsible at all. But see, Deputy Doc, to be honest with you, I don't think they're even if it was the same owner, I don't think he's responsible. What they're saying is this: that they did a water pump. We don't know if it needed a water pump. It probably did, maybe. But by saying because they did not change that seal, they're responsible for the subsequent damage. That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. If somebody misses something, there is no there's no.
I think what happened though, the lady said to do that seal.
Well, she said I was told I need it, and then they said you don't need it.
That's not what she said. She said she walked in there and said I want this seal done, and they didn't do it.
Right.
I'm not saying that's right or wrong.
But why did she want it done, Mark? She wanted it done because she was told
Because the people at Service Street told her she needed it.
Right. That's right. But here's the thing. Do we really know that's why the transmission went out, though? We don't even know that.
We had Vic on, and he said that could cause it.
Hold on a sec. I mean, listen, this is going to go on and on. I just have to tell AJ, Suzanne, tell AJ I want to give him enough time that I'm going to take it right after the break. We can call him back if he wants. And AJ was calling to defend his company, 3 Square. He had a caller who worked for him call in and say, I'm not getting paid, and now he's threatening me, and that he's not going to pay me. So we're going to get the real story coming up after the break. And Richard has a comment. Richard, welcome. What is your comment on unemployment, sir?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Yeah, let me slip in another one. Service Street is the same as Christian Brothers. Why didn't they fix the seal? Why did they send her to Big O?
I don't understand why she didn't have Service Street fix it.
Exactly. I'll tell you why. Because they gave her an estimate and she couldn't afford it at that time. I remember that.
They gave her an estimate she didn't like. That's why.
Okay. On unemployment, there is another. Just what I heard. There's another stimulus package coming, $1.9 trillion.
Yeah.
And some of that money is unemployment money. Now, I don't know how it ties in, but you didn't ask that lady how many weeks she's already been collecting.
No, Mark did. Mark asked.
Okay.
And she said she was still eligible.
She filed like in November.
She had not maxed out yet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Now, by the way, one of the reasons the stimulus package includes unemployment is to be able to extend benefits.
Exactly.
So, anyway, I appreciate you calling in always. Thank you very much. And hold on one sec. Did you have anything else? I didn't want to cut you off. Did you say anything on the way out there, Richard?
No, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, 303-713-TALK. Dorothy, welcome. And remember, we're going to AJ right after the break. Dorothy, you have a question about a house title. Is it yours, Dorothy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, you hold on, dear. We're going to come to you and answer that question. Listen, people, tell people about the show on 630 KHOW in Denver, KRDO in Colorado Springs, plus podcasts, iHeart, and we're also on Facebook and YouTube. And remember, it's on from 10 to 2 Mountain Time. We're coming back. Save all your problems for me.
Make every day an adventure with an e-bike from E-Bike of Colorado, Colorado's largest e-bike dealer.
Let me do Ryan right now. Let me do Ryan. He's the ultimate one. Honest to God, let me just do him. We have a great relationship. Okay, let me just do that. I'm going to clarify.
I think I have that caller's number for AJ. Do you want me to get him on too? The one who wasn't paid? Okay.
Don't tell AJ. Just
7 days a week. Learn more at ebikeofcolorado.com. That's ebikeofcolorado.com.
This is Brent Iverson.
I'm dying to know if he was in that white van.
But you don't want to play the waiting game because you're likely to get burned. Call Ideal Home Loans today where you can take...
Hey, Suzanne, ask him if he was in that van, but do it nonchalantly. Ask AJ if he was in that white van.
Or online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal opportunity lender, regulated by Florida. 36756 for terms and conditions. Call 844-4592.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
Coming up at 5 after the hour, listen for your chance to win $1,000 on KHOW Denver.
ABC News, I'm Trevor Alt. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says impeachment managers are preparing for the impeachment trial, but did not say when they will take it to the Senate. The first comments as President Trump.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
An FBI bulletin warning police forces there are credible threats that violent offenders may attempt to overwhelm law enforcement in the days leading up to the inauguration. In Lansing, Michigan, State Police Colonel Joe Gaspar says they're preparing for a weekend rally.
This will be achieved by mobilizing troopers from across the state who are complemented by uniformed personnel from the Lansing Police Department, the Ingham County Sheriff's Office, and the Michigan National Guard.
More than a week after the siege, thousands of National Guard members flanking the Capitol. There are reports that people are traveling across state lines to get the COVID-19 vaccine. ABC News contributor Dr. John Brownstein.
There is a real concern about shortages right now. So some hospitals are reporting that they can't take new appointments.
This is ABC News. Another federal inmate put to death under the Trump administration.
Corey Johnson was the 12th inmate put to death at the federal prison complex in Carrollton since the Trump administration restarted federal executions following a
I don't even know.
No, Mark, they know about it, man. Can I tell you why? You turn that off and I'll tell you why. Okay? I'll tell you why.
Dan, I got to turn this off. We don't want to say that.
If you want, I'll blind copy you, or I'll let you see this.
Yeah, no, do that. BC.
Someone wins $50,000. Just enter for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com, and it could be you. Touchdowns, field goals, safeties, extra points. Every single score change will draw one lucky winner from the square to win $50,000. Plus, 2 grand prize winners will win $500,000 they could use toward their dream home. One way to enter, 2 ways to win. See rules and enter for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com. Then tune into the Super Bowl on February 7th to see if you bring home some dough. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage sponsor of Super Bowl 55.
No purchase necessary. Legal residence in the U.S. and D.C. majority. Q4 2021 11/59 p.m. District. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS number 33. The NFL entities is defining the official rules and not offer responsibly promotion in any way.
KHOW News Time, 11:03.
Mayor Hancock says Denver is preparing to do whatever necessary to protect lives and property during any upcoming demonstrations. He said he can put up with a protest, but there's one thing he won't put up with.
We will not tolerate violence, destruction of property or safety.
Okay, Tom would like to talk to you. Do you have a minute? Okay, hang on. We're coming back from break in just a couple minutes, okay? Thank you. All right. With 3 square, oh shoot.
Across the channel last night, 89-62. The 9-2 CSC Rams also brings to a win. Huddersfield Golden State 114-104. App State on the Blues tonight at Ball Arena. That's the latest. I'm Chuck Clark.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Hey, Dan's on speaker. He can hear a station on 3, but he can't get anything on 1 or 2. Daniel, he's right here.
I hear 1.
Oh, sorry.
One of the things you said he can't use that one. So, like 2 or 3 or 4, you don't do that.
Can you try 2 again?
Yeah, like that's the only option is 2 or 3. I can't do anything different than 2 or 3. Okay, well I'll have to reset it during the initial break of the show. That's the only option.
We'll let you know when it's reset. Thanks, bye.
There's no home show this year. Don't be. You can still get home show deals at K&H Home Solutions new mini showroom. Beat the crowds, get one-on-one attention with your private client in the new showroom.
Sure why it does that.
At KHWindows.com. 40% off all window siding deals. Custom fit, beautiful, energy efficient windows, and the best, most durable siding ever. Made to everlast. No better products and no better company to install them. KHWindows.com or 303-421-7100. That's KHWindows.com.
If you think the Washington swamp couldn't get any worse, then join me early afternoon.
Do you know, good thing, more than half of the inmates let out? COVID? Reoffended. Oh, of course. Really?
Actually, I thought the recidivism rate was more than that. Per jail.
Normal recidivism. Normal.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, actually. I just don't know.
I think a lot of it's done, too, like 1 year compared to 5 year. But people that have been in 10 plus, it's high as shit.
Because they don't know a fucking job.
Now, Tom Martino, the troubleshooter.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. What's happening in your life and how can we help you? I ask that every single day this hour, brought to you by thehormonebros.com. Hormonebros.com. Just remember that, thehormonebros.com. I know that's a funny name, but we have a URL on that for that purpose so you remember it. They do BioT with pellet implants for BioT and for testosterone, which comes, you can do estrogen as far as they do estrogen, and they do other cosmetic procedures. Plus, what is the big deal they're doing now? You guys were talking about it.
I don't know, but I love their BioT. PRP.
PRP, yes, for regenerative medicine for pain. Did you know 80% of the time when people think they need stem cells, PRP will do it? That's just basically drawing out your blood and enriching it with your red blood cells by processing and then re-injecting into problem areas for sports injuries or other things. And that's free, by the way. I mean, not free. I mean, that is not like stem cell. It's easier, and it doesn't require bone marrow or anything like that. And that's thehormonebros.com. Mark, you were talking about their RV. They go to your neighborhood. You can find out more on their website, thehormonebros.com. And now, you know how I give business owners top priority when their business is talked about. Top priority. Here's what we have. We had a guy that called in, Bob. He said he wasn't getting paid by 3 Square. 3 Square Construction or Home Improvements, whatever. He simply said he wasn't getting paid. And I said, why? And he said, I don't know. He keeps putting me off. And I said, you have to file a lien. And I would have told that to anybody. Now, 3 Square obviously is concerned because their name was mentioned. And I just want to recap this. Now, Bob, you said when you sent an intent to lien, you got recontacted by them, and what did they say? This is according to you, and I want to make this clear. We are talking to AJ. So, Bob, what happened after you did an intent to lien?
I quote, AJ told me that that it was a mistake on my part because it was going to delay the process significantly longer because he had to come up with some type of lien waivers that would take time, much more time than it would have if I hadn't done that.
Did at any time AJ ever say he did not owe you the money.
No, he did not.
Okay. Why did you have reason to believe you would not get paid?
Well, it's been since before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And,
okay, that's reasonable. Now, he says there's a very good reason, and I'm going to let him talk. AJ, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to be brief, but I'd like to just let you talk since it's your business name, and we're talking about 3 Square. How long you been in business first, AJ? I just wanted to know that.
2004.
Oh, so you've been in business a long time. So
yes, sir.
Tell me why Bob had to wait from Thanksgiving.
Sure. I'm a little bit limited on what I can say on the radio on advice of counsel, but the short story is that Bob performed some work, and in order for any of our subcontractors to be paid, we have some basic legal requirements. We require a copy of a photo ID, a copy of an invoice, and a W-9. And those items are required by law.
Yeah.
Bob was asked for those items, and he refused to provide them. He indicated he had some tax problems, and he wanted cash. He refused to accept any payment but cash, and proceeded to make threats of liens and all kinds of other things that I'm not allowed to discuss right now. Because we have a legal obligation to defend any claim of lien by a subcontractor to our clients, we take the lien threat and the lien waiver process very seriously. And Bob refused to do anything, and he would go various stages of screaming, hollering to he's going to provide the documents. The first document we received from Bob was the 28th of December. It was a copy of the W-9, and looks like it may have been taken with a cell phone.
Yeah.
And it was partially cut off and obstructed, but it's dated December 28th.
That was AJ, that was the first time you got a W-9.
Yes, and it's actually dated. And it's dated for a company called Robert Ross, and an address in Santa Fe, which is his unit.
So are you saying, and I appreciate, by the way, your explanation, but are you saying I have no problem paying him if he simply does the process?
Yes. We have no issue paying him, but the process is critical because we have no way to protect our client, who we have to indemnify against any lien waivers.
Okay, and what about...
ready to sell his home.
Yeah, I get it.
And so it creates bigger issues.
Now, I want you to know, you don't have to go through each and every detail because what you're saying makes sense. You're saying, in basics, he just needed to fill out some stuff and he'd get paid. So, Bob, all I'm going to ask you is this. Bob, why don't
let me
you
give you the rest of it to explain why it got complicated, Tom?
Okay, hold on, Bob. Let him talk. Go ahead, AJ.
So what rolled into the next problem is on the 29th, he was contacted by me in writing. Everything's been done in writing, and explained that the W-9 was unclear. He then sent a subsequent W-9 over on, it's dated the 7th of January, and it was received via email on the 10th. That is for a different name and a different company with a different address and different documentation than the first
weird.
W-9, and different than the driver's license.
Well, we get it. I mean, you're saying basically the same thing. He never got you the paperwork.
Well, let me go one step further.
Oh, he's saying he's sending phony baloney.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I contacted him on the 10th and advised that the documents he provided, were in conflict, that the addresses didn't match. What would he like us to do, and how would he like to collect payment? He advised that he'd like to pick up the check. I indicated that I would submit the check to our accounting department and our CFO, and a check would be ready by the end of this week. That was on this Sunday. On Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, he contacted me via email, cell phone, at least 24 times. I then finally responded to him Wednesday morning saying, look, Bob, I can't keep responding to you every few minutes. This is the same process that I discussed to you in Thanksgiving and discussed to you again now.
And
there should be a check by
with
the end
all
of the
due
week.
respect, you're repeating exactly what you said. I get it. No matter what, it all comes down to the basic fact that the basic premise that you did not get the paperwork.
Then Wednesday, he filed a lien on the property.
No, but my advice to him, when people call me, I give them advice. So when somebody calls and says they didn't get paid, I simply say, okay, you got to do a lien. That'll get their attention. Then you can talk. And I said, what you do is you do an intent to lien and blah, blah, blah. And he probably did that based on my advice, which it's not bad advice. But then again,
was for a different company.
What's that, sir?
Third company. He filed the lien for under the name of a third company.
Okay.
Unrelated to the previous.
Now, hold on.
Bob, you can get in a lot of trouble for that, man.
Just let him talk real quick. Bob, why don't you just fill out the W-9 for you?
With respect to that, Tom, I did fill out the W-9 on several occasions.
No, but he said they were all from different companies and different dates.
That is not true.
AJ has the pay. Wait, AJ delivered paperwork to us. What do you mean it's not true? He's got the paperwork.
There's no possible way that they got. I had a server do it. It wasn't done on my beat. I actually never done it myself.
Bob, let me ask you a straight question. Are you saying everyone you said on several occasions you submitted a W-9? Are you saying on every one of those occasions those W-9s were done by the same person, you, for the same Social Security number, done correctly?
Yes.
Okay, Bob, listen. Okay, this is where we are right now. Hold on. AJ, I would like you to simply send me, honest to God, you don't have to give me 50 pages. I want the W-9s. He is claiming every W-9 was the same company or person, same social, and the same stuff. You're saying they were different companies filled out incorrectly. If Bob, if you're lying about that one issue, then nothing works. Nothing. We don't help you at all. But AJ, really, I have to tell you, I don't think you'd be insane enough to say something, especially when you send us 50 pages of paperwork. But could you get those particular forms for us that we can look at?
I could text them to you right now.
Okay, I want you to do that. Hang on, and please do that. Suzanne, give him where he can text stuff and what.
Have him email him,
and or email or whatever. 303-713-TALK. This is good because this guy is willing to give information. That tells you he cares about his company. Okay? Now, he could have said, "Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm going after my client," like Rick's Rod Shop did. Rick's Rod Shop, instead of just saying, he could have said, "Hey, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to look into it." He said, "I'm pressing charges."
That dude sounded legit, man. I'll be shocked.
3 Square. Look at their website. They definitely sound.
If that guy, if for some reason we don't receive 2 different W-9s, I will be amazed.
Yeah. So Bob said, I gave him a chance. He said every W-9 was filled out exactly the same, and he ignored them. We got more coming up.
Your business is getting back to business, but things are a little different than 6 months ago. What does that mean for your customers?
And when things are constantly changing, how do you know you're making the right decisions? What you need is Research Raccoon. Research Raccoon.
Getting more communication.
Move is your best move. So before you reopen your store, reach out to your customers or introduce yourself to a new audience, talk to Research Raccoon and get data you can use for less than you think. Visit researchraccoon.com to learn more and discover which plan is best for you. researchraccoon.com.
We just can't be. You can just ask Ant to reboot it if that's the issue, and when Ant reboots it, hopefully he can.
He did already once,
and it doesn't. There's nothing Ant can do from there. There's nothing we can do, and I'm not going to blow Irby up.
Right? No, I'm not asking you to do that at all.
No, but I'm explaining.
I just don't know how to handle stuff like this when
you just got to tell. It just is what it is. That's what it is. And I told Dan for live, all he's got to do is turn a radio to 630. You follow? But he should always try to connect. But the deal is, one of the reasons we're back in here is because the connections are so effed up.
Sweet.
Mark?
Yeah, man.
You should talk to him up there because if this guy's good and he cares that much about his company to show up with paperwork.
Yeah.
And he said he got a shitload of calls, which means he knows the show works. All of that. That's the perfect.
Get his info for me.
I'll try.
Oh, that's just regular cloth. It looks like paper for a minute. I like that color.
I picked it out, man.
You know what else I like? I like it has straps and not holes.
Oh, my ears are little, so they don't hang.
No, but I like it because mine doesn't actually have a strap. It's just a hole cut there.
But this is fine too. But working out this is easy to breathe through.
See, for me, hot yoga, it's easier for the paper masks than these. We tried cloth mask and it sucks.
Let me just tell you something.
Did you hear what that Twitter guy said?
Yeah.
They caught him on one of his employees recorded him. He said to start doing this a lot, and they have the whole undercover thing. Not that he said anything illegal or anything, but let me tell you, man, he realized how much. If he didn't realize before, now he realizes.
Here's the problem. Whenever something like that happens, you're only going to hear it on Fox. And you don't hear it on any other media.
Yes.
They will get you out. The Rocket
Hey, Chris, I'm fine, but I already bought one, man. Or what? Is it on the Genesis or what's it on? Which one?
Are you getting the Elantra for Dolce?
Yeah, I bought it. You guys were so far off. I was really close to this. Went through Sam's, Arapahoe, came back.
GB80, the Genesis GB80.
Excuse me, I ended up buying it from McDonald's.
And you want the premium.
Ask them if they have any Elantras.
Honest to God.
Any Elantras?
Yeah, do you have
I think it's called the Prestige package. It's the one you want.
Can I say something? Don't
yeah, but anyhow, let me go back to my
Don't you think that's just so you know,
I think it's gorgeous. I'm not a big G-Wagon fan, so that's sorry, that's just me. It's a nice ride.
It wasn't even close. And then I get a call from a young lady or a woman basically saying, hey, but we can save you on this one. It's got hail damage. I can save $6,000. Well, I mean, I'm not looking for a hail damage. It was just weird. That's
picture somewhere.
I don't
Scroll
know
down.
your
Maybe they're
position
below.
there, but I'm just giving you feedback.
There
But
they
I
are.
did do another one on the Genesis.
Interior.
And
Gorgeous.
you guys emailed me back. I said, send me the stock number, but
The
I'm
ambient
extremely
lighting.
But honest to God, I think the price is BS.
Yeah, that's
I'm looking for
I think it auto parks you too. I
fully
think.
loaded. He came back at 65. If you had it there, I'd come down and buy
Mark
it today.
thinks it looks like a Porsche. Like
no,
the Porsche
it does.
SUV.
It does. See, that's so odd. Why would you guys answer on that then?
Just the newest available proven technology.
What's he talking
Therapy. Our FDA-cleared medical device regenerates blood
Is this ask them if they have an Elantra.
Oh, it is Chapel Hills. It is Chapel Hills who answered. But, I mean, I'll be curious where that goes. So then I'm like, okay, I'll come by it. He's like, well, we don't have it yet. And it just, honest to God, man, it's just weird. So that's it. But I appreciate your call. Thank you.
He doesn't have any Elantras?
No. Fuck. They're down in the Springs. They suck, man.
Oh. Is there anyone else we should check?
No, I already did. And we're on price-wise, we're there. Arapahoe's got a couple.
Okay. Here, I'm going.
That 1,000, though, is the same thing no matter where you go, because that's a Hyundai incentive to the dealer. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just looking at Kias. I'm going to get this thing. I'm just looking around it. Huh? You're going to love it. Oh, I know. I know I'm going to love the Elantra.
Well, she's going to love it.
Plus, get a free adjustable.
I don't know. Let me see which one is the comparable.
I just want to look. Let me see. Everyone tells me they're exactly the same.
Kia.
Quality.
Go do Kia Raptor.
The Sportage looks nice. Hey, I'm Tom Martino. You're a troubleshooter.
713-8255. Okay, listen. We are talking. Did you get the email yet?
He's emailing it
All
now.
right, now I'm going to go to another call. And Gene, what's happening with your Prius, sir? What's happening?
Yeah, Tom.
Yes. What's going on, sir?
Well, just bought this car, and the battery pack, or the electrical end of it, the battery does not charge at times.
Yeah. How old is it? How old is it, sir?
2007.
It's about time to replace it, by the way. You're coming up, I think 12 years is the outside, isn't it, Mark, on those Prius packs?
Yeah, and they're expensive, man.
Well, they say you can get them for, what, $1,500 or more?
I'm thinking $2,500 installed.
Right.
Did you pay accordingly for the car? How long have you had the car?
I've only had it a couple of months.
Oh, did you buy it at a deal because the batteries were at their end?
Well, I didn't know that for a fact, but I did know that they was about ready to do it.
How much did you spend for that car?
$1,600.
Oh man, you beat the system, Gene. You put a battery pack in it, bro. That's good.
And you got a great car for a while.
You have a really good car. You know what's great about electric cars? those motors virtually don't burn out. There's nothing to them. They're
Except
magnetic.
for the battery.
Yeah. So it's like getting a new engine.
Right. Yeah, the engine runs great.
You just want to know where to go. Well, they're motors, they're motors, and again, you have a single motor and a gasoline. This is the hybrid, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sheridan does these.
We need to get someone. If they don't, we need someone on the referral list.
I thought, and I'm not positive, that Kevin told me he went to a special school for these.
Let's ask Kevin, Sheridan Auto Tech. And then what about Pro Auto? Didn't they?
It might have been Alaramas. One of the guys that used to be in Friday said they were doing it.
Let's find out. Today is car day, technically. Let's find out from our car people who does the Prius or electric cars especially.
Speaking of that, I got 2 complaints for you, man, and this isn't from me.
Okay, shut up.
Number one,
shut up.
Yesterday you teased car buying 500 times. Now I'm getting emails.
The day before. Hold on, Gene. We're going to help you out here. Dorothy. Okay, Mark, I'm going to let that go. Mark, I get it. Car buying, you're absolutely right. We were slammed with calls, and what I do is I give priority to calls, but I have a whole bunch of tips, and actually Mark does too, and we're going to put them together to come up with a sheet here. And I even titled it and put it up here to
and then we'll post it.
Yeah, but we will. You just listen. You should listen regularly anyway, right? And you can go to the podcast, and we'll always tell you when we're going to start doing PDF bullet points on stuff we discuss, and just posting the bullet points for you to download.
And the stuff we tell you about financing is going to blow you away.
Yeah. Now your turn, Dorothy. What's going on, Dorothy? We're not in Kansas anymore. What's wrong with your title?
Tom, my husband passed away 12 years ago, and we were married for 43 years.
Okay.
And I, of course, inherited the house.
Yes.
And we have one daughter, and I went ahead after he passed, went to the courthouse, and put my daughter's name on the title with mine.
That's that's a bad thing that you did, and I'll tell you,
is it?
Yeah, it is, because your daughter's going to be socked with heavy tax penalties if she sells that house. What you should have done is talk to an attorney like Blake Harris, Maya High Estate Planning, but you can undo it, and you can do it the right way. For example, when you put it on the title, how did you put it on the title? Did you put it on the title that each of you own the whole thing with the right of survivorship?
I don't recall.
Yeah, it's going to be either joint tenancy or tenancy in common.
Tenants in common, right, or tenancy in common. So here's the deal. It's one or the other. But either way, the problem is she will have the original basis. Do you know why you don't want her to have the original basis? Do you know why? Because it'll be low. Like, for example, what did you buy your house for?
$18,000.
Okay, now listen to this. How much? You've owned it 42 years or something?
Actually, almost 50 years.
Okay, now listen. So you bought it for $18,000. Then over the years, permanent improvements, like if you did a carpet or you did hardwood floors or you did built-in appliances or roofs, what would you say? I'm not talking about a repair. I'm talking about, repairs would count, wouldn't they, Mark?
A lot of them.
Okay, repairs and maintenance, major repairs and upgrades. What would you say you spent over the years?
Well, I do know the value of the house is $107,000.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, dear. See, I know, but that's not what I'm asking you. I'm trying to discern your basis. You know what basis is? Basis is what you bought the house for plus major improvements.
I'd say $5,000.
Let's just say this. I just want to say this. Let's say that you bought the house for $18,000. And let's say you put into the house $10,000 over the 50 years. I know you did more, but let's just say that $10,000. That would make your total basis $28,000. Do you understand that? In other words, that's the cost of your ownership. Okay, Dorothy? Now, you say the house. Okay. So that's the cost of your ownership, $28,000. You don't count interest or anything like that, but you count everything you put into the house. So you bought it for $18,000, and let's say you did $10,000 in improvements, or maybe you did more. You tell me. You think you did more? I don't think they.
Yes.
How much do you think you did in all, 50 years, total major improvements? How much would you say?
Probably about 20,000.
Okay, so if you add that brings you up to a basis of 38. You understand how we got to that number, right? That's your cost of ownership. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Now, when you sell that, right now under current law, you pay tax. You personally, if you're a single filer, would pay capital gains tax on everything above a $250,000 gain, okay? Now, that means that your house, you said, appraises for what right now?
About 170,000.
So if you take 170 and you minus 38, okay, your cost.
You're in the exemption.
You would not pay a dime of tax, okay? Now, your daughter would inherit that original cost of ownership. You don't want that to happen. Here's why. If you died today, your daughter sold the house, she'd have to pay tax on every penny because it's not her primary residence. Hold on. She'd have to pay tax on every penny of gain. And you don't want that. What you want is for her to inherit a higher basis. And when you leave a beneficiary's deed, your daughter would inherit today's value. So let's say you die today and the house is worth 170. She would inherit it at 170. Let's say she sells it for 170. Guess what? She doesn't pay a dime of tax. She gets $170,000, but because there's no gain, she would not pay capital gains taxes. But if you leave it in her name now and you died, she would have to go back to your cost of ownership, which would be lower, which would cause higher taxes. This may sound complicated, but Dorothy, there's an easy way out of it. What were you going to say?
Well, there's a possible caveat. She's on deed or on title, and if she lives there and it's the primary residence, she would have the exemption.
That is absolutely correct. So, Dorothy, does your daughter live with you?
No, she bought her own house.
See,
about 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's a problem because she can't call this her primary residence. Do you think when you die she'll move into that house?
No, I think she would probably sell it.
Okay, then Dorothy, I need you to undo what you did, and I'm going to give you some recommendations. What was your original question, by the way?
I just didn't know if I did the right thing.
Okay, good. We're going to tell you what to do.
On the title.
We're going to try to get Mile High Estate Planning on if we can, Blake Harris, to talk about this, or we'll give you some tips coming up. Now, Al Aramis is with Pro Auto Care. We've known Al for years and years and years and years and years on our referral list, and also on Car Day. Hey, Al.
Yes, sir.
I am so happy to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah.
I want to know,
man. And you said for years and years. I'm probably making me get old a little bit.
Yeah. I want to know something. Do you do Prius? Do you do Prius maintenance?
Yeah.
Do you do battery packs?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. Yeah. Everything.
Good.
I knew it. He told us on a certain Car Day years ago, you went to some special school or sent your text to it, right?
Right. We all did. Priuses, making them plug-in hybrid electric.
How much for your Prius? How much would a battery pack cost to replace? An 07.
You're talking about the pack which works with the hybrid, correct?
I'm talking about a Prius, a 07 Prius. Yeah. What do you think it would cost?
Yeah. So the battery packs that run the hybrid system, those are just about under $2,000 installed.
Good.
Those are yeah. They've changed the price. At one time, they were really, really high. They're a little bit less now. What you're talking about is Dorman and a couple of other companies are remanufactured and make them better than new.
Excellent.
The Toyota original equipment is much more expensive, and I won't say it's any better. Remember, Tom, that car has an additional battery which starts the car, which is located in the rear of the car. And sometimes when people have problems with that battery, they think it's the hybrid, but it's actually the starting battery. that's
Okay,
located
now,
in the right rear of the
now, Al, do you do electric cars or just hybrids?
primarily hybrid. The electric cars that are pretty much out there are going to be your Tesla, the BMWs, and what they've done is they made their stuff proprietary. You can't even log in.
That's terrible. See, that's a terrible thing. By the way, we have a bad connection. We have to take this quick break. Al Aramis is at Pro Auto Care, which is 303 Pro Auto.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, Dan Kaplis today at 4.
8258 ending. Right. Robert Ross, 8258 ending.
Right.
It's all the same shit.
Yeah, I know.
We just got snowed.
Well, guess what? We're going to talk to AJ and Bob, and because
why would he even send this? Maybe there's more. The claimant, R&R.
In every case, I see R&R. I see the same guy every case. So I want to know what he's sending us. Here, right here, Robert Ross we have, which, by the way, is a happy accident. Remember that? Or was that Rob? Wait. Who was the painter with the happy accidents? Robert Ross? Was it Rob Ross? Or was it a different Ross?
Is he saying because here's what he's going to say. The only thing on here is a notice of intent to lien has a different city.
No, first of all, I only see one W2.
No, it doesn't have a different city.
Did you see both emails?
No, there's two W9.
Did you see both emails, though? One from the caller, one from Three
Okay,
Square.
well, what I'm saying is, what is he, the W9 he filled out, okay? He's saying he filled out wrong. This says Robert Ross, and it says individual with a social. What's wrong with this one? This is fine. This was filled out when? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with this one?
Is that from AJ or Bob? They both emailed paperwork.
Okay, I don't see Bob's. Look, this is, you tell me which one that's
Okay, this is from Bob. This is from AJ.
This is from Bob.
Yep, and I thought I sent it to you, too.
The one AJ sent, though, is identical.
Now, what is this one here?
That's what Bob said, that's all he had. I didn't understand what he meant, but she said that's all he had.
You know, AJ is AJ, Robert Ross, Robert Ross, statement of, where are the W-9s? He didn't send us any W-9s.
Yeah, he says, I don't think he has it. He said, this is all I have.
Okay, you know what? I think we're getting a little bit of snow. I think we're getting a little bit of snow here. I think we are.
What AJ sent us
are 3 W-9s that are the same.
2 W-9s that are identical.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Sorry. What is the question for Blake so I give him a heads up?
Just the same old shit. She put her daughter on deed, and it's with right of survival.
Undoing a quit claim deed.
Undoing quit claim deed.
It wasn't even a quit claim, I don't think. She said when he died. But here's the dog. He doesn't give a fuck. Just tell him it's about leaving the house to your kid. You know what I mean? I know you like to tell him, but like leaving.
I do like, yeah, I do, yeah.
How much time, bro?
Straightforward answers to your most pressing financial questions, like how much money you'll need, basic investment management, and how Social Security fits into your retirement paycheck. Register today for one of our free New Year retirement workshops, January 26th through the 28th at allworkfinancial.com. And together, let's resolve to retire better.
This is the Dispatch Health House Call team. Hi there. They provide urgent medical care.
You know what you might tell Blake? Just tell him that anytime you call up, just, you're doing calls all the time, but if we ask for him, it'll always be something he knows.
Blake Harris with Mile High Estate Planning. 833, ask blank. Let's see.
If you've ever sold a home, you know what to have. From the prep work to the open houses, inspection to surprise help.
Suzanne. Oh, Blake, how are you doing?
Good. It's about undoing a quick claim deed. So here's the deal, Blake. I wanted to give you a heads up one. So I always like try to have give you a heads up of what the question is, and I'm still going to do that in the future. But sometimes it's because I miss a lot of stuff, so I'm in there bugging the guys, going, "What's the question? What's the question?" And so they just wanted me to tell you that if I don't know, but it will always be something they know you're well versed in. Okay. Okay, perfect then. Yeah, I just am always trying to get our sponsors the questions before so they're not like, sideswiped, I guess. But hang on, I'm letting them know you only have 20 minutes, and we'll get through this. Thanks for your time, Blake. Hang on. Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name? Oh, this is Merle, isn't it? Merle, hang on just a minute. I'm going to be asking Tom about you. So you don't want to get a new refrigerator? Are you having a problem with someone that tried to fix your refrigerator, sir? Yes.
About 30 seconds, guys.
Oh.
You have a Sears warranty.
Although they got the video of the one guy saying, let's kill him with his own gun or some shit like that. Problem is, man, they broke into a building. There's something fucking wrong in general. All these rioters.
10 seconds.
What sucks is that double standard, though. On the other side, they don't do anything and they bail them out of jail. The one congresswoman said, I think we should bail them all out.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Century RV, it's car day. Don't forget Century RV. They're up north at the I-25 and 270 exit. It's the exit to Longmont. And also, Century RV is out west of the city, just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims. Mark put his money where his mouth is and bought from Century RV. They have new and used units, and they have beautiful units. And he went on the internet and found the best deal right here. CenturyRV.com, 303-453-1111. It could be exit too far. I don't know. It's the Longmont exit. I always get confused on that. Anyway, I want to go back to this real quick. I need to get Blake Harris on and off because he's an attorney waiting. Then I want to go back to 3 Square. Both of them sent us some paperwork, and I just want to talk about it. By the way, I don't think, and I just want to say this, I don't think under any circumstances are either one of them scamming anyone. I think this is a massive lack of communication, and I think maybe Bob wasn't cooperating fully, but there's also another side of the story. I just don't want to make you think that 3 Square Construction or Home Improvements or whatever that it's a bad company. But I don't think that anyone did anything intentionally on this particular case. It doesn't seem that way. But now I don't want to go to this though because Blake Harris is on. Dorothy, when her husband died, she put her daughter on the house. So many seniors do this. And I went over the tax ramifications. What you want when you leave your house in your estate, you want whoever inherits it to get a higher basis, which is usually on the day of death. Why do you want that? Because when you sell it, you will have a lower gain or possibly no gain, and therefore no taxes. Whereas if you inherit the lower basis from when your parents or grandparents or aunt or uncle bought the house, then you sell it at today's prices, you're likely to have a big gain and pay a lot of taxes. Now, Blake Harris preaches this like the gospel, and people don't listen. But Dorothy, who I just disconnected, do we have her number? If not, we're screwed. Okay, Dorothy.
She'll call back.
Dorothy, I'm so sorry. And again, it was my fault. So, Dorothy, if you're listening, I need you to call back, 303-713-TALK. But I'm going to talk to Blake and pass this on to you anyway. Blake, you see this all the time. Can they undo it before their death and still give their kids the basis of when they die?
Yes, probably. However, if it was transferred to the child with as joint owners, then you still get the step-up in basis. If it was just given to the child, you lose it. But if you're a joint owner, Rev ruling, and I don't have it right in front of me, but the recent IRS ruling, you still get step-up in basis. Now, you do have other issues out there, long-term care costs and avoiding probate that you want to be careful of, but you can still get step-up in basis.
Okay,
being a
Blake,
joint owner with a child.
Then this is wonderful because I gave the wrong information. Let me make this clear then. If you quit claim your house to your kids, they do not get the stepped up in basis. However, if you put them on, if you as an individual quit claim to both of you and you're both co-owners, then they will get the step up in basis.
Yes, that's correct.
Do they get the exemption?
Do they get the step? Well, the exemption is only for primary residents, so that they get the exemption no matter what. That's for primary residents.
Yeah, but she had another house.
No, yeah, we're not talking about that, though. That wasn't even the issue. The issue is the basis. What I'm saying is, Mark, she wasn't asking about whether it's a primary residence. What she was asking is, did I do something wrong by making her a co-owner? But, Blake, I have a technical question. If you make someone a co-owner on the house and then you die, that person gets the new basis, not on the whole thing, not just on half of it.
They get the step-up in basis at the time of the date of the death. You still get the step-up in basis with a joint owner.
Okay, and how do you need to be a joint owner if you do that? If a senior wants to make their kid a joint owner, how do you have... Now, by the way, we're not recommending you do this because, as Blake said, if the kid goes out and gets sued, they're in trouble. Okay, you could have a lien on your house. But I want to know this. Go ahead.
Or if you end up in a nursing home, you get a lien on your house also. So it's not the best way to do it. But as far as step up in basis, you can still get step up in basis with being a joint owner with your child.
Okay, so Dorothy is not in trouble. Do you have to have ownership in a particular way to avoid to get the step up?
Right to survivorship is the way to do it.
All right, Dorothy. I erred when I told you you did something wrong. Technically, Dorothy, if you made your daughter a co-owner with right of survivorship, she will get the stepped-up basis or cost of ownership, Dorothy. So you really don't have anything to worry about. But you could call Blake Harris at any time and make an appointment or just talk to him and make sure. But I think, Dorothy, I gave you the wrong information. That only applied if you quit claim your house to someone. But if you make someone a co-owner, and that co-owner has right of survivorship, they will get a stepped-up basis. Is that right, Blake?
Yes, that is correct, Tom. And a lot of people are confused, just like you are.
All right.
But yes, you can still get stepped up in basis.
833 Ask Blake. Now, Dorothy, do you have any questions?
No, what I wanted to say is I just wanted her to inherit the house.
Right, and she will. The way you did it, she will. There are other ways to do it, but yes, she will the way you did it. Mark,
hey,
what did
Blake,
you want to bring up?
I got to ask Blake or clarify something.
And we may have to answer after the break.
How about if a husband and wife and only one person owns the house and she dies? Does the husband, what happens there?
If the person who owns the house dies,
yeah,
the spouse inherits it, right?
Yes. Where's the basis, though?
Is the spouse a joint owner?
No. Let's say no.
I'm saying Suzanne owns our house. If she croaks, what happens?
Does he get a step up in basis?
Yes. It doesn't matter if you give it to your children, your friend, your spouse. You still get the step up in basis.
Okay, that's amazing to me. We got more coming up.
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio. Then you can hear news and talk that impacts your life.
Getting 630 KHOW.
I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if it went the other way, you would have to pay tax, so watch it.
Now, Impact traffic.
No, that's incredible, Art. That's incredible.
From the
Think about that.
Traffic Center, travel around the mile.
Think about that. What if you're critically ill? Can you quit claim? If he can stay, I would love it. Just for another. Oh, never mind. I have another question next hour. Never mind. Mark, think about this. If you're critically ill and you're both on the D, right? Yeah, and you quit claiming, the both of you quit claiming to just the critically ill one.
Closed over Kenosha Pass for the
critically ill one dies.
The
other one inherits it.
Weather, sunny and breezy, a high of 50.
If it's your kid or your spouse.
Traffic and weather. I'm Pete Wagner, 6:30.
You can change ownership, right? At the very last second. I mean, that's what I'm taking it as.
Fabric and mattress brand. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your $6.99 mattress.
Yes. Nope, 2525. I'm sorry I confused you like that. And just so you know, that's 8333 Ask Blake. Okay, now, go ahead. Blake is a very good guy. Now, here is the only thing, Dorothy. Tom said he had a question for next hour. I'm not sure if he was talking about you or not, so I'm going to run in there and make sure I can let you go, or if he had another question for you, okay? I think he was talking about somebody else, but I'd hate to hang up on you and something happens. So hang on just one more minute for me. Is he done with that spot, Aunt?
Yeah.
Tommy? Oh, shit. Headphones.
Most natural cereal in the supermarket. Grain-berry with amazing onyx sorghum is packed with powerful plant-based antioxidants.
Who did you have a question for next hour, Blake?
Yeah.
Okay, you're done with Dorothy. She was going to give Blake a call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were we able to get Jim on, or he can't come on?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to text him. I got busy.
No, but Tom said something like he doesn't want to come on. Is he going to come on?
Who? Jim Saxton?
He said he didn't want to come on today. He was too busy. All right, we'll do it.
Oh, he told you that?
But if he doesn't tell you, say, I'm just checking.
I forgot to reach out.
We'd really like to have him on.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Tell him it's going to be really good for him.
All righty.
In this crazy times that we're all living in right now, there's nothing more important than your health. At Fitness Gallery, we offer the nation's lowest prices on the world's finest fitness equipment, like true treadmills. Hey, your home gym never closes. Everybody should have a true treadmill.
Is the Forte the one that's similar?
Well, I will tell him that, and you call us anytime if you have questions, okay? Or need help. You have a really nice weekend, man. Bye-bye. Okay, Jim Saxton. Tom and Mark.
Have any of the shit. Okay.
To find one of our 5
I'm telling you, one accident will cost you a fucking fortune.
Open and folder. We can't stop time, but we can help your day be more efficient, get fit, and stay fit.
Just looking.
I want to take a minute to talk to you about something that has changed my life. Blue Sky CBD.
Let me see. A Forte sedan is really nice.
And you've heard how much
yeah, it says, is the, oh wait.
But what you might not know is that Dr. Eric Dorninger out of...
Yeah, they're the same. So look up, well, you know what I'm saying. This is saying they're, why don't they have white vehicles? Fuck, it's just unbelievable to me. Yeah, so see what, okay, hold on.
Using the highest quality CBD in the country. They guarantee potency and purity, and their formulas are created.
Hold on, let me tell you what,
research
with, what do you call it?
You need with, to find the relief you deserve. Please be amazed at the reviews at bluesky-cbd.com. Use promo code KHOW for 30%.
You want forward collision, lane assist, lane departure, parking sensors, perimeters, braking. Braking's the biggest one. This doesn't even offer it. It doesn't? No. This braking is the biggest one. I learned the fucking hard way.
Did you know miles. Stars have planets orbiting them capable of sustaining life?
How did you know that? You must spend a ton of time reading.
Not at all. I use Blinkist.
Blinkist?
Yeah, it's an app that takes key. Oh, this is about the same price for a Forte sedan, and it's
for you to read or listen to. With Blinkist,
a fucking 6-speed manual. Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck gets a shift?
No one has them. They do that all the time. You know what Jeep? You know how much Jeep says the Wrangler is?
Looks like a beautiful
29,000. There's not one of them in the fucking country.
Okay, guys.
No air conditioned, manual transmission, but no one would ever make one.
Jim Saxton said he can't do it today, but would be happy to come on next week. So I'll get it scheduled with him.
To get this special offer,
And everybody is laughing at you two and Flair.
I know, it's fucking
You're like
bullshit.
Twinkie. Somebody said, did Mark and Tom go to Kohl's together?
No, I told Tom this morning I was going to wear flannel, and this is what happened.
Tim the Tool Man.
That's me. He's who's the other guy? He's Bob.
And then somebody said, my daughter wants to know if Tom has a hickey because he has a, he's covering his neck. And like,
He was at Stephanie's last night. How much is the one with leather?
oh, the Genesis. Are you still looking at that thing? Oh.
No, no. How much is the one with leather? We're up.
Hi, Tom. Your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8258. Okay, I'm looking at this. We're talking to 3 Square. AJ, the owner, was kind enough to call in. He wants to give his side of the story. He said he would pay Bob, but Bob never submitted W-9s, and each time, or he submitted wrong or incomplete. And AJ, we asked you to send them to us, and you said you didn't have them or something. But what you sent us is simply his claim, his intent to lien, which is not really much.
No, he sent 2 W-2s,
No.
but both the W-2s have the same info.
Also, here's something else I noticed. Bob did show us. Bob sent us W-9s with the same information on every one of them. So I don't know what's happening here.
Well, that was AJ that sent that, Tom, just to clarify.
The W-9s clearly were sent. I see the email address. They were, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but...
Duplicated by error, because I was doing this in my car as I was driving. The W-9s are 2 distinct W-9s. One is under Robert Ross, the other's on Bob Ross Painting, and then the
but it's the same. It's the same social on each one. I mean, it's a technicality. What's the big deal? It's the same social.
When we issue a lien waiver that has to be signed by those entities are not legal entities, and my attorney can't. Who do we issue a check to?
Let's just get this done for him. You know, I think you're both. Sure. I really don't think either one of you, honest to goodness, are trying to do the screw job. Bob, listen, man. Well, let's just get this done. He needs a What exactly do you need, AJ?
I just need a W-9 for whatever person or entity he wants me to pay.
Okay.
And I need him to sign a lien waiver because he has 3 companies claiming liens for the same work.
Okay, but Bob, the lien waiver is if he gets paid. Obviously, he's going to get paid. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. If he doesn't get paid, lien waivers go out the window anyway. So that's correct. So what I want to know is this, Bob. Are you willing to sign what this guy needs to get your money? If he hands you the money.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes, Tom, wherever it is.
All right.
I will go there. I will do whatever.
Because really, Bob, AJ, it does not sound like a scammer to me. And we've looked at his reviews. We've looked at his website. I mean, it doesn't look like a scam. It looks like a pretty darn good company. What do you think,
Let
Mark?
me have just one word. Can I get one word?
Yeah.
Let me just say one thing. I'm not here to badmouth AJ, and there are things that could be said that we won't do because I just want to get paid.
Yeah.
I just want to get paid.
Okay, AJ, listen. Could you send us what you need? We will send it to Bob, and then we're gonna help like we say we will. Okay. And AJ, thank you, by the way, for coming on and being transparent about it. Mark, what did you have to say?
I'm not going to say anything.
All right. I mean, listen. We have them both. I just think it was a lack of crisscross. I mean, I don't care what you say, Mark. I mean, do you think you might cause trouble or something? Is there something you don't like you see or what?
I don't know, man. Whatever.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, Suze. Have AJ send you what we need filled out. All right? Let's try to get this done. I urge you guys to give us a call. Help, information, referrals. Maybe you don't like what you hear. Maybe you love it. Maybe you just want to get something off your chest. 303-713-TALK. We have a short news break and more coming up. 303-713-8255. I'm Tom Martino. I always tell you, referralist.com for help information. Referrals save all your problems for me.
When it comes to your business, there's a lot of things
And that's mainly because of COVID, or I would say, yeah, drop it at the front desk. There's not even anybody down there to, like, take anything. So, and we have to get in and out of here for the show. So if you can email it, that would be great, and I appreciate your time. Take care, bye. Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name? Robert, in a sentence or less, what would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today? Opinion on internet for home, like what kind of company to use or what kind of internet?
What your business should be doing.
And listen, the trim with the leather is called the Limited. A 2020 Elantra Limited. Got it? Or whatever you're looking at. Because you said leather was a big deal, right? Yeah. Okay.
KRFX
I don't know why it is.
Denver.
Coming up at 5 after.
Why? You're the one that said it, not me.
To win $1,000 on KHOW Denver.
What's smart?
ABC News, I'm
Good.
Girl. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is hailing
I got about 2 minutes. What's going on, man?
the day of the U.S. Capitol siege and announcing she's asked for a special review to investigate the failings at the Capitol.
Yeah, GV80, 3.5T, just a fully loaded one.
Singled out one man identified by his Camp Auschwitz sweatshirt.
Yeah, send me the stock number. I think I said that to you yesterday.
And his anti-Semitism that he has
I don't know. I mean, you guys emailed me from the Sam's. Let me see who emailed me.
requires us to have it.
I mean, I don't know why I get 15 replies if it is somebody else.
And the country in an intelligence bulletin obtained by
I'm sorry?
News, the FBI warning the January 6th siege emboldened extremists
I don't know.
is very likely part of
I have no idea, but she came in, if we're talking the same thing, she came in at 65. Everywhere else are 73. So if you have one sitting there, I'll come down today. You have one there?
From more than a dozen countries over worries
Okay,
about
send me the stock number.
COVID variant. ABC's Tom Rivers reports from London.
Flights coming into Britain from over a dozen countries have now been banned.
So you don't have a stock number yet?
Transportation Secretary Grant Shapps.
How about a VIN? Can you send me the VIN?
This one shows significant.
Send me the VIN. There's nothing else it can't have. It's fully loaded, correct?
Approach of stopping.
Okay, send me that. Thank you.
Shapps says, based on initial examination, scientists here think the current vaccines will work on the new variant.
A racing pigeon that Australian
That company comes through with that. I want to go down and buy it. What company with who? With what? I think it's all bullshit. Some fucking Hyundai dealer in the Springs telling me I can pick up that 3.5T fully loaded.
You know what AJ said to me?
You mean that big jet?
He said it's the Top Daddy, the Big Mac, the one I want. He's saying 65.
The SUV.
If he's not bullshit, I'll go buy it today.
Do you check your Google search results?
AJ said, can I drop it off at your office?
Drop what off?
The paperwork. I said, no. I said, just email it. Did you still want to know the jobs that homeless girl wouldn't do?
I'd love to know what she would do. Are they funny?
Why don't they even make white in this car?
Do you know what they are?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
You do it on the air?
Who are some of the Kia dealers?
We know one.
Arapahoe.
Arapahoe.
They don't have one white car in stock. Not one. Not new or used.
Addie loves her one.
It's blue or you can't even get it.
White
20 or 21.
Popular.
Either. They don't have any whites.
White is the most popular.
No whites.
But that's pretty. Don't she look like that?
No whites.
She wants white. Is that what she wants?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just looking for whites. But man, it's just like they don't even have them. They fucking just don't have them. It's unbelievable.
6681 or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com. KHOW News Time, 12:03.
Colorado is implementing a new ID verification system.
What other cars other than Kia? And I'm just wondering, Hyundai. I mean, what are there? What other cars are there?
Numerous cases of fraudulent claims.
How's Pete Kia?
Executive Director Joe Perrello says the new ID software is already being used by 27 other states.
It will allow virtual and in-person ID verification. So
here's one for 15.4.
We will release this identification process for them to start clearing their claims so that if they are actually, in fact, a real person, we can begin paying their claim.
State hopes to have a verification system in place in the next few weeks. You may see a billboard at Colorado and Mexico that reads, "Dear USDA, stop killing our wildlife." The Defense of Animals and Canada Geese Protection Colorado have launched a campaign that addresses the government's failure to be transparent in informing the public on projects aimed at killing wildlife using taxpayer money. The government says the growing population of the fowl and city parks is causing safety and environmental hazards. That's the latest. I'm Chuck Clark.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, the big traffic story is the closure of I-70.
You mind if I share on YouTube some stuff? Like what? Just this morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I don't want you to talk about the car, though.
No estimated time when this will reopen. Up in the high country, Highway 285 is closed over Kenosha Pass for the same reasons. Low visibility, strong gusty winds, no estimated time when that stretch will reopen. Back into town, got a crash off highway on the northbound side of Quebec and I-70 to watch out for. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Sunny and breezy in Denver with a high of 50. Right now, a few clouds and 36.
I don't even know where they go in price range. I don't know what they are in prices. If they're up, down, all around, what they are.
Save up to $300 on top-rated mattress brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your $6.99 mattress purchase. Only during the year-end sale at Mattress Firm.
I'm Tom Martino for Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan, because Ideal wants to make sure if they do a refinance for you, they put you in a better position than you were in before. And being in a better position than you were before means you have a shorter term or a lower rate or both, or that you maybe consolidated some debt and then they can tell you how to pay off that.
Why do they sell so many fucking manual transmissions? Are people fucking stupid?
No, they just advertise the cheapest shit, dude. As soon as you put the transmission shit, they're up to fucking, $3-4 grand more.
Finance you free of charge over the next 2
I don't even get it.
Call 303-867-7000 whether you are refinancing or buying, and check out their cash offer. Yes, you're already approved.
They don't even offer white as a fucking option. I don't even get it. They don't even show white.
Closing in 3 weeks or less.
They don't. I guess that Kia doesn't make fucking white cars. They don't make fucking white cars.
About 30 seconds, guys.
Americans are giving thumbs down to impeachment, the sequel. Is the president going to emerge even stronger? Do you want him to lead?
Man, this is like the fucking worst. Fucking worst. Kia has the worst site I've ever seen in my life.
Money to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info.
Actually, they all have.
Point contest. That's money to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-5. I urge you to call me if you have anyone that you need to go after, or if you need help, if you need information, if you need referrals, if you just want to get something off your chest. I want to tell you that home improvements are one of the things that give us headaches. But Genesis Total Exteriors, a sure thing. Well, nothing's a sure thing. You know what I mean. What I mean is if it's within their control, it's a sure thing. You're not going to ever get screwed intentionally by anyone on our list, and especially when it comes to home improvements. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Great people. And that's for indoors and outdoors, and but it's called Genesis Total Exteriors, but they do both. And Mark Szymanski is a wonderful man, staying busy, doing the right thing. Please check with us at referrals.com before doing anything, and you can find Genesis there. Robert, what's going on in your life, and how do we help you, sir? What's going on, Robert?
So I'd like to ask you a question about internet, because when I call the companies, I mean, I just don't feel that they tell you the truth. But
okay,
so I got 40 megabytes or megabits of internet in my house. Now, I from what I'm hearing, that's real low, and so I want to.
Now, hold on. Is that did you do a speed test?
Yeah, No, we did a speed test with what do you call it, with Ethernet, and we're right around 40. But
wait, so you actually typed in speed test and then ran the speed test, and do you know what the up was?
No, I do not remember what the up was.
Okay.
So what do you get on wireless? That's what you were going to say. How much on wireless?
Wireless is something like between 10 or less.
Yeah, so you need a better router and you need a better network if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, but hold on. What do you use your internet for at home?
Gaming and movies.
Oh, my God, you need way better than that then for gaming. So,
well, everything still, it doesn't matter what kind of speed he gets right now. The wireless is the choke.
Yeah. But I imagine that the modem that you have, what service do you have right now? Who do you have?
CenturyLink.
And does CenturyLink provide the modem?
Yes, they do.
I'm familiar with that modem.
I can buy my own.
I understand.
You're not going to buy your own modem. What you need to buy is your own wireless hub. Then that'll connect into their modem.
But, okay, guys, this is getting way too complicated because, Mark, I'm going to tell you something that I know you don't know because I went through hell. Yes, you're right, Mark. You can buy a wireless hub. And then that hub, you plug into the modem. But I promise you still get choked because of some stupid... Okay, if you do plug it in, then you have to disable wireless on the modem. Then you'll get some of the benefit of the wireless hub, but not all of it. The only way to get all of the benefit of a wireless hub is to hardwire it and disable the entire modem and let it pass through to the wireless hub.
Yeah.
But Mark, that's hard to do. That's not an easy process. I wish it was. I swear to God, I wish you could get just a modem, right? Your modem is a modem router. The problem with that is, I'm going to tell you, on a modem router, it distributes to ports and to wireless. You disable the wireless, you still have empty ports. When you plug into one of those ports, you think you're getting all the speed that modem has to offer. You are not. You have to disable that. In other words, you need to make, and it's too hard. I don't recommend you do it. You need to make your modem a pass-through modem to do nothing but receive the signal and then do everything through your wireless hub. And then your wireless hub, by the way, you plug into your house Ethernet so it can be wired or unwired through the house with your new wireless hub. Then I got screaming speeds. But if you simply use it in connection with your modem, you'll still get a benefit. Mark's right. If you plug it into your modem and broadcast your own wireless network and you disable the wireless on your modem, you will get some benefit, and it's probably enough for you. I wanted to go extreme, and basically what I did was disabled my CenturyLink modem completely and passed through to the Google hub. So Robert, it's not difficult to get first of all, you need a better plan too. If you're getting, what is the plan you're on right now?
All I know is that it's 40 megabits and it's unlimited. But what I want to accomplish is better wireless.
Okay, then
gaming and everything.
I don't know, how technical are you?
Not very technical.
Then okay, then if you're not very technical, then the easiest thing to do. Oh, God, this isn't even easy. You can buy modems that are just modems. It cannot, and you think, oh, that's easy. No, it cannot be a modem router.
The one he has right now, he can disable that stuff.
He has the 3000, right? Don't you have the 3000? Yeah. I know exactly what your router is. Mark, to disable
it's not, okay, maybe he can't do it, but you just log in, or he can call up CenturyLink, and they can remote into it and do it for him.
Okay. CenturyLink doesn't like doing it. Okay. When you say disable, there is a difference between disable and putting it in bypass. Two different, even though they both do the same thing. When you disable the wireless and hook up your wireless by wire, that's going to be good enough for you. Okay, Robert, let's just leave it there. Yeah. If you get the Google Wi-Fi network or any Wi-Fi network you want, hardwire it to your modem.
Yeah.
But then you must, when you create a wireless network, you must disable the wireless function on the CV3000. You must disable it.
And you got to have at least, at minimum, man, a 5 gigahertz setup. Really, what you probably want is like a well, you don't need a tri-band, but a dual band. Google Network works great. TP-Link makes one. There's a bunch of them.
And I really don't mean to be, highly technical, but I'm telling you, man, I went through headaches trying to figure this out the right way because it's not as easy as it sounds. It's just not as easy as it sounds. But for doing what I'm doing, what I tell you is easy. You hook up you have to hardwire your main Google hub into your modem, then go in and disable the wireless on your modem.
Suzanne will give you an email, and then I'll tell you which one to buy.
Yeah. But you're talking about wireless, right? Well, Google's great. I mean,
just the wireless.
Yeah. Now, here's the deal, bro. If you want speed for gaming, why does it have to be wireless? Another question.
Well, because everything is too far to...
Okay. Then I have another solution. Now, listen to this. This is something a lot of people don't do. And they're cheap to try. And some of them work great. You can actually use your power lines in your house to transmit your Ethernet signal. You put a transmitter in a socket, in a receptacle, and then you plug it into your modem, and then it is like having all of your power lines in your house become your Ethernet. Then you put a receiver in your game room in the socket. That's a cheap... Listen, even if it didn't work, you can return it on Amazon. If you go to Amazon and you get Ethernet over power lines, You plug one in your modem room, and you plug one in your game room, and then you plug your regular Ethernet cable in, and it's like being hardwired. It's a little tiny less than hardwiring, but it will beat the snot out of wireless every time. You ought to.
I appreciate that.
That's the first thing I would do. That's the very first thing I would do. And then if that doesn't work to your satisfaction, then you can go with a higher up wireless and then disable the wireless on your modem. And then if that doesn't work, the transparent mode is the next one. But that is so technically difficult to do, and it really is. But
hey, Tom.
Yes.
I just want to let the caller know I'm a fellow gamer as well, and something that I did is I went on Amazon and I bought for $38. I bought a 100-foot Ethernet cable that I ran all the way from the living room.
That's not a bad idea either. And then you roll it up when you're not using it, right? You roll it up when you're not using it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good also.
But
I appreciate you guys.
But the Xfinity router, oh my goodness, it's not a very good one. That's why you're having this problem.
Okay, so between CenturyLink and Xfinity, which one would you recommend?
It depends on where you are. It really does. And what service they offer. If you can get digital from CenturyLink, I would go with that. Can you get digital?
Yeah, but how much are you paying right now?
I'm paying like $50-some. They'd say that the higher...
If you can get fiber in there, how old's your house, man?
80s.
No, you're not going to get fiber.
Yeah.
So
Comcast would be probably your...
Now listen, for people listening, please don't tune out because you think we're getting complicated or something. We really, really, because we want to help you, and we promise we will. But what we're saying is, if you have any questions, call us. And Robert, I would try Ethernet over power lines first. It's the cheapest option. If it doesn't work, you return it via Amazon. Now, get your calls in. We have lines open. It's car day, but you can talk about anything. 303-713-TALK. Now, you can also call 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Inspiration is amazing. Warning. It can turn this into this. Put it all together, and you get something
now,
special.
this Vassar thing, okay, let me just explain something. What do you mean Vassar? My house. The modem status must be bypassed, giving all network authority. I went through so much research, and you must go into the bypass mode. It's called transparent bridging. K&H Home Solutions, I've known this company personally. from the original owner who started 64 years ago. Now, I met him about 40 years ago. I've known Ted, who took it over, about 38 years. And this whole deal is the company you want to use. If you need windows, siding, and doors, K&H has what you're looking for. And right now, you get 40% off all of their beautiful window siding and doors. They have the best siding, bar none, in the business. The best. Everlast siding. You will not do better in beauty and durability. It's a lifetime of durability. Of course, their windows are custom fit. KHWindows.com. You can make your own appointment. They can even make an appointment for you to come into their mini showroom, which takes the place of the home show. They have a beautiful display there, as if they were at a home show, but it's just you and a representative. Make an appointment. So whether you want a home visit or you want to go there, it's KHWindows.com to make your appointment. And listen to this, 40% off this month. And if you have any details you want to ask, 303-421-7100. Okay, you heard Mile High Estate Planning on the show, didn't you? You heard Blake Harris answer yet another question about leaving your home if you're elderly and you want to leave your home to your kids. Mile High Estate Planning answers questions each and every day for us because he is our expert at estate planning. Whether you need a simple will or you want maybe a trust, let's say you need just a beneficiary deed or a power of attorney for medical directives or anything else. Do you understand? It's easy. All of your planning is really no charge when you think about it, because he doesn't charge to answer questions if you call him. He only charges for the implementation of your plan. So he does flat rate pricing on your will or on your trust or on your power of attorney. Why don't you call him and find out more? No matter what, if you're 30 or older, okay, maybe even in your 20s, right? But it depends. You always need something. 833-ASK-BLAKE. 833-ASK-BLAKE.
Hey there, it's Ross. Knowing that Aspenwood Dental Associates and the Colorado Dental Implant Center have been selling...
Oh, yeah, I got your email. That was me emailing you back. Let's ask Tom your question, okay? Question about lease fee. It's a good question, Mike, and I won't keep you long. Yep, that's right. You hang on just a minute for me, please.
Check out the hundreds of tremendous glowing reviews from their patients who say that Aspenwood Dental has changed their lives for the better.
Because they may have already taken into consideration. The Comcast modem we have, it's a modem router, right?
Kind of. It's not like the CenturyLink one.
Does it have many ports back? It's a router.
Yeah, but it's got mostly WAN ports to connect to, like the only ones we use.
And does it have wireless?
I don't think it's got wireless, no. It doesn't have wireless.
So this is the only wireless.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the benefits.
Well, yeah. I mean, for a lot of people, it's not a benefit because they want wireless.
Yeah, but if they would let everyone have nothing but a fucking modem, and then you put your own switch in it, because when you put a gigabit switch in, it's choked by that fucking router. Very seldom do they put high-tech routers in them.
Yeah.
So it chokes down to a wonderful fucking fast switch that you never get the benefit of.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah. So when I learned all this, I said, why do they even supply this bullshit? Why don't they say, do you just want a connection? Then you put your modem in there.
Because most people don't.
And they give you the sets of numbers to put in. You're right. Because I technically don't even use my modem, except it's a bypass.
You should consider contacting Cordell and Cordell.
It's called transparent bridging. And when I learned about it, I said it can't make that much difference. I swear to God, I couldn't fucking believe the difference. And then I never had a dropout after that.
Our firm's Colorado area attorneys online at CordellCordell.com. 8101 East Prentice Avenue, Suite 475.
You know the problem with this, that transparent bridging? If I have a power outage,
this is Chris Collins. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
It's kind of weird, but now I know how to do it. Oh, and here's another thing. When you log in and put it in transparent bridging, and it then becomes transparent.
Pardon me, Mark. Addie caught Dima chewing a deer leg. She said she about threw up. Addie about threw up. She goes, I'm not moving that deer leg down. I'll have to do that. It's in a
How much time, bro?
35 seconds.
In the front where the bushes are. I'll get you a Coke. Anything else?
Why does she think it's a deal? I wanted a few peanuts, but I don't.
I'll get you. No, I'll get those for you. Yeah, just bear with me on the phone there.
Put 'em-
I'll grab it now.
Swish them around in your mouth and spit
Mark,
them in the
oh
cup.
my God.
She's clean. She kisses me. That'd be like you kissing me. I'm looking for. What is it called? You're going to find out how. No, I know you do. I know. No, you're no. You're going to really find out, though. I kind of like this. Oh no, I love it. Oh.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Mike has a question. And I urge you, as I said, to get your calls in. Sometimes I just like to hear your take on things. If you just want to get things off your chest. So, Mike, what's going on with you? You have a question about a vehicle. Go ahead, sir.
Hyundai Tucson.
Okay.
And, it's at the mileage that, you change the air filter and the cabin filter.
Yeah.
And it's real easy to do myself. I mean, but what they charge to do it at the dealership, because I bought all the extra oil changes.
Yeah.
If I want to change the filters myself, would that mess with my lease, you think?
It won't have anything to do with your lease. First of all, you don't even have to tell them.
Okay, well, they're going to ask me, because it's at that mileage.
You're wondering, you have to keep up maintenance as part of the lease. You're wondering if it'll affect the value.
Well, yeah, or I'll save my receipt saying I did, that I did replace.
Okay, you bring up a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, you should keep records, but a lot of warranty people, not just the residual, but the warranty, they look askance at people who do their own maintenance. They kind of because they sometimes discount it, but ultimately you would win because nothing requires you to bring it to well, actually, some warranties now are saying must be done by an approved Hyundai or approved Kia or approved Chevy dealer. But I don't think yours probably says that in a lease. What are you leasing right now?
It's a 2018 Tucson.
I'm so sorry. I missed that question.
No, he just wants to know if he does his own maintenance, will it affect his lease or warranty?
It should not. I don't care what brand it is.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. But they can question you, especially
you better have all your receipts and proof that you bought the oil filter, the quarts of oil, and
by the way,
proper.
Mike, are you doing it to save money?
Well, see what I did when I leased that car. We just got some oil changes. We just bought the oil changes with them because I just assumed because the changing the oil part. But now that the air filter and the oil filter needs to be changed, it's a lot more expensive changing the filters through them instead of me doing it. It's real easy.
It is. Well, I don't think it's that easy.
It's a piece of cake.
Where's the cabin filter?
Right behind the glove box, and it's real easy to do.
Wow.
I seen it on YouTube, and there's two little things. You just lower the glove box, and then there's a little clip. And then you just put the old filter, take it out, put the new one in, and you just put it right back together.
That's cool. You know what you might do? Not only keep a receipt, I might take a picture of it taken apart and take a picture of the new filter and then putting it back together and have them date stamped and put it in a folder and keep it on your computer.
Okay, yeah, because see, got at Napa, they're only $15 a filter.
Yeah.
And at Hyundai, it's $40 a filter.
How much does it cost in all with labor and materials?
It's $42 for the cabin filter. It's $42, and then the air filter is $20. It is. I got it right here.
Okay, but I see what you're saying. You're paying almost three times? No, twice. But.
Yeah, at least twice the amount, right.
Well, good, Mike. I mean, listen, more power to you if you can maintain your own vehicle. And remember, on a lease, the most important thing is abiding by the terms of the lease. I love leasing. Leasing is actually the smartest way to have a car. It's the smartest way if. There's so many caveats we can go through. Anyway, 303-713-TALK, talk. When you lease a car, I'm going to give you an analogy. I love using apples. If you bought an apple, you can buy the apple, finance it, whatever. However you get the apple, you're going to have a total cost of ownership, and you're going to eat as much of that apple as you want. When you're done and you used it all up, okay, then you buy another apple if you ate it right to the core. And you basically junk it. You know how people say, I'm going to drive it till the wheels fall off? Okay. Or you can maybe you ate half the apple, and now you want to sell it. So you sell the other half of the apple, and that's where you stand. Where people get in trouble is when they eat that apple. They sometimes eat the apple, and the other half is worth less than they owe. And that's where you can get in trouble. But anyway, as far as the apple goes, you buy the apple and eat as much or as little as you want and sell the rest. When you lease, they try to predict based on the terms, and they tell you how much of that apple you can eat. So you might you can only eat a third of this apple, but then they tell you ahead of time what they're going to pay you for the other 2/3. So now you know you're only paying for what you use, and you're going to get a good price for the rest of it. That's a perfect lease if you only eat what you said you would, and you give it back in good condition. But so many people do it wrong. But if you do it right, a lease is great. Now, Monica, what is on your mind today? 303-713-TALK. Monica, what's happening?
The DMV is refusing to give my husband his ID.
Wait. His ID. What? Not his license. Monica, what's going on? I mean, is somebody on the line?
It's my husband sitting here with me.
Yeah. What's his first name?
Danny.
Danny, what's going on?
I went and got my ID, paid for it and everything, and then they sent it. They were supposed to send it in the mail. They sent it, but then it got sent back. So I went. They told me I could go pick it up. I went to go pick it up, and they wouldn't give it to me. Why was the paper ID?
Danny, why was it sent back?
There's something. The mailbox was tampered with here.
Okay, and Danny, another question. You're not talking about a license now. You're talking about an ID, right?
Yeah, just an ID so I can go get a job.
Okay, and they said you can't pick up your ID because why?
I don't know, because
you got to have proof. You got to have either a birth certificate.
So you need
paper
passport.
ID.
You need an ID to pick up an ID. Let's figure out how can we help you.
There's no getting around that.
But no, I know, but I want to figure out why he didn't, or what if he doesn't. We know how to not get around it, but how to satisfy it in another way. More coming up.
If you missed it earlier, we have your chance to win $1,000.
Let Martin get found fast.
Text the nationwide keyword money to 200-200.
And let him do it whenever. You want me to go first?
Data and rates apply in this nation.
Yeah, sure.
And good luck. This is Denver's Talk Station with Ross Kaminsky in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon, 6:30 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm.
Traffic Center. Travel around the Mile High City freeway system.
I knew that guy was full of shit.
925 and I-70 through the heart of town. Now, off highway, there's a crash being cleared northbound Quebec. I-70.
No, the guy that was calling about the Genesis. That's how you do. You go, okay, tell me I'm doing it right now. I'll buy it. Stock number. You said, no, I got the price wrong. All they do is try to get you fucking down there.
What a fuck! I hate that.
That was Phil Long, Genesis in Colorado Springs. You know, I need to say something. With the exception of fucking Dodge down there, I've never fucking seen a good dealership in Colorado Springs.
With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 6:30.
Now, they're not as bad as, where's the real bad ones up north?
Sorry about 2 seconds.
A good mattress brand.
Yeah,
Plus, get a free adjustable base with your $6.99 mattress purchase. Only during the year-end sale at Mattress Firm.
You know, I don't want you to live with pain. If you have pain, you have to make a phone call. It's not going to cost you anything to talk to them. And Colorado Pain Care is dedicated to Colorado. Local physicians who got together for an array of services for those in pain to get your life back so you can function again. There's nothing sadder than being in pain, especially when you're on drugs. But they can help you get off drugs. They can help you get your life back. I'm telling you, these people are dedicated. They have, of course, all of the therapies you need. They have interventional procedures like steroid injections and nerve blocks, and some of those are temporary radio frequency nerve control, nerve and spinal cord stimulators, things you probably never heard of. They even have regenerative medicine. You don't have to live with pain. At least talk to them or pass this on, please. 303-GOT-PAIN. That's GOTPAIN. It's just 303-GOT-PAIN. ColoradoPainCare.com.
Research Recipe. All right, Mark, get found fast in about 30 seconds. You need a new name for your business or launching a new product or don't even know what questions to ask? Research Raccoon can poll U.S.-based customers that day, giving you clean data to help you decide. No matter the size of your
fucking cruise by robots. Oh my God. To enforce COVID rules.
All right, here you go, Mark. Visit ResearchRaccoon.com to learn more. Research Raccoon. Fast results with big data.
All right, get found fast. You know what they do? They get you found fast on Google and social media. They get you found fast everywhere. Their website's simple. GetFoundFast.com. Tom and I use them for referral lists. We use them for our Facebook. And let me tell you, we've got a lot of followers. And on top of that, we have so many people use referrallist.com every week. It's amazing. I mean amazing. And GetFoundFast.com got us there. If you want a free evaluation of your company website, you go there, you fill out a little form, or just call them on the phone. They'll set up a webinar. They'll actually look at your website with you. They're going to look at how well it looks on mobile. They're also going to, which is probably the most important thing, tell you where you rank compared to your competition that's around you. They'll look at your keywords, and they do all this for free. Then they'll give you a price, and I'm telling you what, they have great prices, and discuss how to get everything better. If you haven't looked at your website in a while, you know what, go out and look at your competition. They're probably beating the heck out of you. So get this free deal. GetFoundFast.com. Do it now. GetFoundFast.com.
Timeshare, and it's the time of the year for eye-popping maintenance fees arriving in your mailbox. How much will it be this time?
You're kidding me. That's just ridiculous. Really, how much do you actually use it? Is it really worth all that? The vacation times you want never seem available. Your fees keep going up, and now you're getting slammed with more costs. Still having fun? That's it. I'm out. Timeshare Freedom Group is ready to help you escape your timeshare money pit. We've guided thousands of people like you through the freedom process. Let us help free you from your overpriced, useless, money-draining timeshare. We're the leaders in the industry with decades of experience canceling timeshares worldwide.
Have we ever been to Comrade?
We offer a 100% money-back guarantee. Start the freedom process now. Call us at 855-48-CANCEL. 855-48-CANCEL.
Timeshare Freedom Group, we set you free.
Guys, it's a crazy period of time we are living in. Quarantine, shelter in place, masks, and social distancing. There's a lot on your plate. But the one thing you don't have to worry about this year or any year is erectile dysfunction. Peak Performance for Men has helped thousands of guys just like you overcome erectile dysfunction with just a few short in-office appointments. And they guarantee the results or your money back. You're right. Guaranteed results or your money back. Peak Performance for Men has helped you.
He recommended that we do some training.
No
you know, the
pills,
one I
no
wrote the
pump,
letter
no
about the
pain,
concern
no
about
surgery, and no downtime. You might have to wear a mask, but
that's
you
a good
don't have
idea.
to suffer from
Did you see that one I sent you last
Call
night?
Peak Performance for Men now and we'll waive
I
the
don't
initial
recall.
consultation fee when you mention this ad.
What's the same company?
720-552-8181.
Yeah.
720-552-8181.
I sent it to you, just look through there.
Or go online, Peak Performance.
I always read everything you send.
Shit, I got hit.
Help from Tom with this? Can I have you come on the show via telephone and tell Tom about this to see how we can help? Okay, so you bought a stolen vehicle? Is that what I'm understanding?
products are created using the highest quality CBD in the country. They guarantee potency.
Okay, with all due respect, real quick, Zachary, with all due respect, you're going to give Tom the details. What I need to know is, are you under the impression you purchased a stolen vehicle?
Use promo code KNOW for 30% off and try the same bulb I use for only $14. You're not going to be disappointed. BlueSky-CBD.com. Promo code KNOW for 30% off. BlueSky-CBD.com.
Okay. Okay. And who did you buy the vehicle from? And what does Ralph say about it? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Zachary, I'm going to get you on hold. I'm going to let Tom know so let's get you some advice before you go in for the meeting, okay? Okay, sorry to be short with you. I just got a lot going on here, and I just need the quick and skinny, and you'll give Tom all the details and all of that, Zachary. So hang tight. Listen to the phone.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. WaterPros.net. Remember the name. You will get the best prices when it comes to whole house conditioning and filtration. You will not believe how wonderful they are. Under $2,000 for a whole house. What, are you kidding me? For a whole house conditioning. I mean, other companies are selling like for $6,000. You can get filtration. You can get point of use filtration for drinking water for under $1,000. That's waterpros.net. Okay, let's continue. And Monica basically is having a problem, or her husband Danny, and we want to know point blank, what does he need? What do they tell him? We have contacts there so we can help a little, but what exactly do they need you to bring with you, Danny? Okay. Is birth certificate the only thing they say they will take? But wait a minute. Wait a minute. But the birth certificate, and where is his birth certificate, by the way? Oh my God. Where does he have to order it? Was he born in Colorado? Where in Colorado? Okay. You know, Suzanne, well, they're not supposed to do that, but Suzanne, if he didn't need his birth certificate to get it, isn't that weird that he needs it to pick it up? I don't get it. How did he apply for what? Is this an expired ID? Is that what it is? Okay, so when did he go? When did he go in person for that? Right. What else? And then and fingerprint and piece of mail. And then when he went back, he needed a birth certificate, and they said, you can't get in without a birth certificate. We have a contact, we can ask about it. We can ask about it. Listen, if
down
really
to $50, truly, if your story checks out, we'll help you him get a birth certificate if that truly is the only problem. But let us check. No, we will help you. I mean, truly, if he wants to work that bad and he truly just needs a birth certificate and all of that, let's get on this thing. I'm not going to let $50 hold you up, but I want to first ask our contact at DMV.
So it costs $50 to get a birth certificate. Is that the problem they're having?
Because what I would do is I would go online, or have aunts go online with them, and then we would just give them payment information and pay it for them. But here's the deal, though. I want to verify it.
Sure.
I want to get his information, if we could, and we want to do just a little check on you to make sure you're legit, and then we will help you, okay, one way or the other. I'd like to ask DMV, why would you have to get a birth certificate to pick it up but not to apply for it? That just baffles me. That really does baffle me. Let's talk now to Zachary. Zach, what's happening?
Hi there.
Hey,
this is Zach.
What's happening?
So, I recently, yesterday, went through the experience of having my car, what I thought was stolen, a vehicle in my name, stolen. Basically, here's the rundown. My wife and I purchased a vehicle back in January from a licensed dealership. We had to get financed from a bank called Westlake Financial. And yesterday, when we looked outside, the vehicle was gone.
Wait, gone. Hold on. Gone from your house?
Gone from our apartment unit.
And here's what I know what happened. The dealer took it.
That was my first thought as well. But upon contacting the police and the dealership, they said that this car was marked stolen by our financial agency, the people that financed us for it. They said that there was a problem with the odometer dating back before we purchased it, and now we must pay $1,400 to get the car back.
Wait a minute. Who do you have to pay $1,400 to?
The financial company is what they're saying. It's called Westlake Financial.
But why did Westlake Financial, wait a minute, why did they repossess the car?
Yeah, exactly. They told me, skirting around the conversation very skillfully, they said it had something to do with somebody tampered with the miles.
But wait, before you bought it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before they approved us for a loan on this vehicle.
Wait, are they saying the dealer rolled back the odometer?
Yes, sir.
Are they saying the dealer you bought it from rolled back the odometer?
Correct. They did not say that specifically, but that was what they were gesturing towards.
But why? But I still don't wonder, how does that equate to a theft? That's what I don't understand. How does that equate to a theft?
I'm sorry for misspeaking. Our first initial thought was theft. We thought our car got stolen.
No, but you said evidence. You said Westlake reported theft. What did Westlake do to repossess it? What was the reason they gave the repo man?
Oh, they said that there's a problem with the odometer before we did it, and therefore they labeled the car as stolen in their books. So that's why our...
Hold on. I don't get that. Why did they label the car stolen? They knew the car. Wait, and why did they do it before you bought it? They marked it stolen before you even bought it?
That was my understanding.
But Zachary, does this make sense to you? First of all, Westlake has no interest in a car at all until someone takes a loan out on it. So why would Westlake pick a car at random at a dealership and report it stolen, and then you happen to buy that same car? It doesn't make sense to me.
I agree, sir. And when we reached out for help, they said that there's nothing we could do, that we are still locked into our monthly payments.
But wait a minute.
But right now, our car
Zachary
is in an impound lot.
Zachary, this is a mess. What I have to figure out, there's a number of things we have to figure out. First, what dealer did you buy it from?
The dealership is called Destination Auto Sales, and it is now located in Littleton, Colorado, on Broadway.
Destination. And how many miles on the car did it show when you bought?
Oh, I think 98,000.
What year?
2014 Subaru Forester.
Well, if they turned it back, I mean, they didn't turn it back much. Okay, $98,000 on a 2014. Someone at Westlake has to be able to talk to you about it. I mean, are they willing to talk to you? What do they say?
No, they said that their legal department is not available over the phone and that they have sent out paperwork regarding this situation.
I'd report it stolen and turn it over to my insurance.
Hold on a second, Zachary. This is crazy. Just wait. We need to investigate this. I have more questions. Hold on.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, the big traffic story is the closure of...
They repossessed. Okay, fine. If they repossessed it, what would you do? Well, he called the dealer. The dealer said we didn't take it. Then he called his lender, and they said, yeah, we took it because it was stolen. He said, no, it's not. They said, well, before you bought it, someone tampered with it. How do they know? All I'm saying is I would fucking call my insurance company and say my vehicle was fucking stolen. Here's the story.
Yosemite, back up through the spillway. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Sunny and breezy today with a high of 50. Right now,
or get the cops involved.
38. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner.
If I've been making all my payments and someone takes my car...
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, the game show where you only pay for what you need. And we're out of time. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If you
don't mind.
Open enrollment is basically over today, but you can still call them for life-changing events or any health insurance questions you have. They are there to help you. They make health insurance simple and smart.
It's at the North Glen office? Okay, that's good to know.
Do everything for you and make sure you make the right choice. Integra Insurance.
Oh, well, I'm hoping we can get you guys some help. It would be super helpful, though, if I did have that Colorado ID number.
Let's talk.
Okay. And say it real slow for me, because I don't want to repeat it back.
That's an easy website to remember. FixMyHome.com. Now, what they remember is for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, and I highly recommend that you call them if you need help in any of these areas.
That would probably be helpful as well, Danny, and especially if you don't have the ID number. What is your date of birth?
Now, when they come, you're under no obligation to get any work done.
Thank you.
If you do, they credit you the $39. If not, you just pay the $39 and you can shop around.
You're funny.
FixMyHome.com.
Yeah, I do that too.
FixMyHome.com. 303-526. Why did I all of a sudden forget the number? I think it's 303-526-3939. Anyway, it's FixMyHome.com. Are you curious when you should take Social Security? This is Kurt Cambier. Visit my website now.
If it's easier for you, okay, go ahead.
At KurtCambier.com. That's Kurt with a K. But how to satisfy it in another way. More coming up. With a K. Cambier.com. Securities offered.
Say it one more time for me.
Investment Research Advisors Inc.
720-526. I said
Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
That's what threw you off.
Pickling, baths, counters, and
rhythm wasn't there. Yeah, right.
Windows and doors. You have our words will treat you right at Dunright. Hi, I'm Todd Chiquini. You know,
I got one here.
Making that pledge to the radio when I was no more
at
than
Arapahoe
12 years old. He's taught me all my working life.
Sean? No. Which one is it?
Success simply comes from
Elantra. Oh, okay. Limited.
And this is Dan Chiquini.
How much?
Todd's totally correct.
21.
We know
7.
that you want a quality job at a fair price. You want good service and timeliness of completion. You want honesty. You want to feel comfortable. And you simply want to be treated well.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You're right. That's great. Backup camera, brake assist, stability control, automatic emergency braking, lane departure, rear cross traffic alert. You sure it's a limited? Sunroof leather. It says limited. I mean, it says limited. And down here it talks about what it has. I mean, you know, it's not better. It's not a better deal anyway. No, I know, but I want to say, because I'm shocked theirs is that way. Let me see the top of it. Just see if it has a sunroof.
Maybe your home's a little big now.
If it's got a sunroof, it's a limit.
Maybe you need something a little bigger because you're working from home. Maybe you're just buying a vacation home.
It's
I
got a
highly
sunroof.
recommend you work with my friends at American Financing.
That looks like leather. That's a limited. It's got leather.
Can customize any loan in the industry to your needs.
Where does it say
It's
limited
their
out of
responsibility
curiosity?
and their commitment to find the best.
Yeah, that's
program
fucking
for
limited,
your
absolutely.
situation.
But 21.7 is
Exactly
1,000
what they do.
more, right?
Whether they walk you through shorter term loans,
It
like a 15-year
is, yep, it's
conventional,
almost
or
1,000
discussing
more.
zero down
Yeah,
payment
but here's the
benefits
problem.
or
Look,
VA loan. They
here's
are
your
not
$1,000
open
bucks.
to keep conversations
So if you pay
simple
cash,
and straightforward. And you know what else?
this 1,000 gets taken away. Hold on.
Business Bureau, so you know customer
It gets taken away, meaning it added to it.
with a
Yep.
purchase as significant as a new
This
home,
is only if you finance through Honda Motor.
someone who is in it for you and
Yep, that's the only one
I
that
know.
matters.
I know. And then, by the way, I want to ask you something. Do we have that automatic braking?
They're all the same. They're all the same. On the limited, they're all the same. A limited is a over.
I need to go over there and fucking get
And then
this
that's it. It's that wipe.
I need to get this done.
But then I got a Swiffer Super Pet
I
Kit,
do.
and it is amazing. These super thick cloths pick up a crazy amount of hair.
She's really gonna like it. I'm telling you, Addie loves it. It's very agile, you know.
So much easier
And
to
that,
maneuver than groomer.
I can't say it enough. You want that braking. I would have saved probably $10,000 on insurance if Miles' fucking car had that.
What's in store this week at Stapleton?
Restocking those school supplies.
For you folks listening, my kid, he's got almost a perfect driving record now, but 4.5 years ago, he got into an accident the very day he got his license, then 2 more within a 4-month period. And our fucking insurance went so through the roof, he almost didn't drive anymore. But that was it. I took his car away for, I think, 3 months or something. He hasn't had any accidents in 4.5 years. So if you're buying a kid a car, spend the extra money, get the autonomous braking, and not one of those accidents would have happened. Now, if you paid attention, they wouldn't have happened. But if it had that feature, I would have saved well more than what that feature cost.
Denver's talk station has your shot to win $1,000.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
You got 12
And we're getting more people talking about cars.
Listen at 5 past the hour.
So,
for the 12
we got at least
giveaway.
All right.
Sponsored by Diaries on 630 KHOW.
Brighten your home and save 10% on Benjamin.
Is Smarty Marty listening?
Guy Reed Loyalty Program. Stop by a store or go to
He's good, man.
GUIRYS.com to sign up today.
Smarty
Guy
Marty
Reed,
is good.
Your neighborhood Pete store since 1899.
I'm Tom Martino. Let's get right to it. Okay, Zachary.
Let me get this straight. Somehow, they feel your car has been tampered with, and they're investigating it, but they said you can have your car back, but now it's going to cost you $1,400, and it's no fault of your own. Why do they think you should pay the $1,400?
That's exactly why I'm calling you, Tom.
Okay, we need to get involved.
I don't know.
Zachary, this sucks. You get up one day, and your car is missing. The finance company took it because how did they must have found in the records, like maybe Carfax or something. Did you pull a Carfax?
Carfax was not available from this specific dealership.
That tells you something.
But we did have a lot of.
You can get a
maintenance
Carfax
history,
yourself, though, man.
Do you think this car dealer rolled it back?
Honestly, I do not personally think the vehicle has been tampered with. I think the amount of miles adds up to the date of the car. The car runs great.
So what do you think?
No issues with it.
I want to know, though, why did they repossess it? It does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense to us either.
You have full coverage. Just put it through your insurance is stolen. You know, I don't understand what he's saying.
Why don't you call it stolen, right, Zachary?
We filed the claim with insurance, and it is now pending.
Okay,
there you go.
Except, Mark, here's what's going to happen. When they contact the police and then they're going to find out that the company took it. They're not going to pay for it. They're not paying for that fee. They're going to find out the finance company did it. And they're going to say this wasn't a theft. They are. They're going to say that.
I was thinking. Yeah.
Listen, I want Deputy Smarty to dissect this because he is tedious about stuff like this. And I really want him to start looking into this. We have to figure out who's at fault. And if your finance company ordered it, they cannot expect you to pay $1,400. They can't do it. This is BS. And they could go to small. You'd win in small claims court, in my opinion. But we have to. Listen, man, you hang on. Suzanne, get all this information. We need Deputy Smarty on this.
Greenberry.
We're missing something on that. This is too cut and dry. Now, Mark, in a word, you don't want to let me. Well, I have to read the email.
Did you read it?
No.
Here, I'll just tell you.
Lower sugar than other cereals. Then use our whole sorghum to help slow sugar absorption. This sugar control, or sugar changing as we call it, helps manage diabetes and prediabetes. And we didn't have to sacrifice flavor to do it. So buy Greenberry cereal with amazing orange sorghum and start curbing your sugar today. Available in multi-bran flakes, honey nut toasted oats, and delicious cinnamon frosted shredded wheat.
Greenberry. Healthy cereal for your family. KRSS HD2 Denver.
Coming up at 5 after the hour, listen for your chance to win $1,000 on KHOW Denver.
ABC News, I'm Trevor Oak. National Guard members are lining the streets of the nation's capital ahead of next week's inauguration and possible protests. Security pressure changing as federal authorities assess threat. National Park Service official Jeff Reinbold announcing the National Mall is closed for public.
We did receive a letter from the U.S. Secret Service yesterday asking us to consider closing several areas within the National Mall, essentially the monument or the area around the White House.
An alert has been sent to police across all 50 states.
I'm sorry, Ralph. In a sentence or less, what would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today? Oh, gosh. What do you need, Ralph?
There's just days left to go before leaving office. Vice President Mike Pence attended today's memorial for Brigadier General Chuck Yeager.
Oh, are you with Destination Auto? Oh, it's a lie. Can you please come on to tell Tom this? Okay. The customer is Zachary Romero. I guess he's on his way down to talk to you now, but wanted to talk to Tom first. So okay, and you're with Destination Auto, and you're saying he's lying? Okay, can I have you tell the host that? Would you like to come on? We always welcome company. Come on. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just assuming from it. I might be using a middle name, sir. So Ben might be his first name. So can I have you on hold? Okay. Can you hold? He did not buy a car from you? Okay. Would you like to come on and defend your company on the air? Okay. Hang tight. Listen to the phone. When you hear your name, come on, and I'm going to let Tom know you're on. Let me ask him. Hang on.
What do you say?
He says that I'm the owner of Destination Auto. This guy's lying. He never even bought a car from me. He was supposed to be here at noon and never showed up. Okay. What name does Destination Auto have on the file for you?
Which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke.
Okay. Hang on. I guess the name on file is Heather Morrison. Would you like to come on and talk about it? Okay, hang on. Let's tell Tom then. We're just coming back from break here in about 3 minutes. Hang on.
Does he know who the customer is?
It was under a girl's name that he's not married to, or has a different
But it's
last
the
name.
same people.
He says she had no idea there was even an issue. They were supposed to be here at noon to talk to me, and I
So
never
they haven't
saw
even
them.
bought it yet.
It sounds like Heather Morrison bought a vehicle, but I don't know.
Not the other guy.
I don't think he did. I did.
This is so weird. Regardless, it's good.
Okay. I'm gonna try to help these folks out. Is the DOB?
Oh, no, that's what we.
Where'd you come from?
Okay, here's Marty. Let's see what this.
Illegal there, right?
Look, Marty's
I
sending
think
me.
I remember
Definitely illegal there.
our last board up saying that.
Marty's sending me pictures from Florida.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you, Marty.
Weren't you guys just sort of like
Fuck you, Marty.
right?
That's where I got fucking COVID.
Oh yeah, I guess that wasn't much of a vacation.
Well, it was fine till I got back. It was warm as shit. We actually went to the fucking beach one day.
Yeah, that's what I miss about Arkansas. Like, because like
the weather,
the on and off snow shit kills me. Like one day you're like brushing off your car,
and it's 60 fucking degrees.
Yeah, and it's 60, and then it's not, and then it's like snow again. And it's not.
I grew up in Jersey, man. When winter came, it was fucking cold for 5 months.
I mean, at least it was consistent.
It was consistent, yeah. The same snow would be on the ground. You know what I mean? Under the other snow.
What was Tommy saying about 27 years old? What is he talking to me?
No, we're talking about a furnace. My girlfriend's 27.
He sounds just like my roommate. Like whenever his girlfriend calls, whenever his girlfriend calls and he's at work, and he's like, and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm talking about other girls." Oh damn! What do you want? He's like, you know, I'm out here with my mistress shit. And then cause like one day he was talking to me and I heard her on the phone. She said, "That's a very manly voice." She said, "I have my side piece talking to man voice to throw you off."
Sarah can fix that. Get the extra renovation money you need with a new mortgage or a refinance at Westera Credit Union. Connect with the specialist at moremoneymortgage.com. Equal opportunity NMLS 421606.
From ABC News.
Next one we're going to do, I mean, we might leave on a Friday and go up to the fucking, wreck or something, but I'm just going to book either Hawaii or, what the fuck is that? Where are those over-the-water places? We're going to go, Bora Bora. We'll do that for 2 or 3 weeks, but not till September, October, November. So you guys figure out what you want to do. But not for a long time.
Years of faltering.
I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a cool place. You know that any kind of cool, you know that.
An asterisk. Analysts believe that many of the 965,000 who filed have been worked for
pumping goddamn money into it just like you. It's fucking frustrating, isn't it? This lawsuit, though, I'm wondering if it's a bad idea. No, I don't think so.
The Galaxy S21 line has 3 models with prices beginning at $800.
I'd be happy to break your bank.
Reduction from last year. Jim Runyon, ABC News.
This is Dave Logan from the law offices of Dan Kennedy, a serious law firm for serious cases.
It's Ross Kaminsky.
Mornings at 6.
After an intense week, 1 year, 4 years, why don't we just take a weekend, relax?
All right, gentlemen, you guys are back
Double billed us. This thing's going to get weird. Yeah, I know. Look at the amount, though. At first, I was thinking, holy shit. But I'll tell you what. So now I had a mini heart attack. No, we get that back.
Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Write the check to us first. It's sitting in trust fund.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We love having you here, and we want to help everyone. All you have to do is call. Don't forget realcbdthatworks.com. Get a 30% discount when you use Tom in the promo code realcbdthatworks.com. Listen, I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm going to do it this hour. I hope it takes off again. Why are you special? I used to let people call and have the mic uninterrupted for 30 seconds and then longer if we like it.
Which is amazing within itself.
Yeah. Now, seriously, you can call and tell us why you're special. If you are a business with a service or a product. Now, listen, you can be an individual, handyman even. But I need to know why you're special. In other words, I don't want to hear things like, well, we do a great job at a great price. No. I want something very special, something that you do that is very special. This is a chance for you to brag. Now, you don't even have to call in personally. If you're listening out here and you know about a company that is very special or a person, tell us why. And if you're special, you get the dinger. If not, we just nothing goes wrong. Like on the Shark Tank,
it's
you
Tom's
get exposure.
dinger, by the way.
Right. So please, why am I special? Why am I special? Just give us a call.
We had one call in. They're a referral list member now. It's so funny. It was a guy that goes out and does furnaces or HVAC. And what the company did, you tell me if you remember this. Anything they did in the house, even if they just came out and just did a small repair, they would do something else. For example, they would shovel your driveway, shovel your walk. They would do something for the person that needed to be done. I loved it.
Great. Now, let's talk about this problem. Zachary tells the story that he went to Destination Auto and bought a 2014 car with 98,000 miles on it. He financed it through Westlake, and that's it. All of a sudden...
He never missed a payment.
All of a sudden, one day, the car's not there. Now, Zachary, from the time of purchase, how long was it that the car was taken?
1 full year this month, actually.
So it was a year after you had purchased it.
Correct.
And you never, ever missed a payment. Be honest.
Wasn't even late once.
Okay.
And the credit union is saying what? That repoed it.
Now, hold on. All of a sudden, his car's missing. Westlake repossessed it. Why did Westlake repossess it?
What'd they tell you?
They told you, let me get this straight in the interest of time. They told you they repossessed it because the car was marked stolen. Is that right?
Correct.
And it was marked stolen because they said sometime that odometer was messed with. I don't even understand what that means. Do they mean that Destination Auto did it? Are they saying Destination Auto turned back the odometer and sold it to you? Are they saying Destination Auto stole the car? Are they saying someone else stole the car and sold it to Destination or traded it? What are they saying, Zachary? They have to say more than just that. What are they saying?
Well, unfortunately, they told us that they are not able to give any legal advice or help over the phone, like I mentioned earlier. So
you don't want that. You want to know why your car was stolen out of your driveway. What did they tell you?
Exactly.
Did they say, wait, did they say you can have your car back now? Did they say that?
They said once we get the paperwork, then that is when we will have the option to pay the $1,400 fee to get the car released back to us.
Okay, and did you say the obvious? Why should I have to pay $1,400 for an investigation that has nothing to do with me?
Of course.
And what did they say? And what did they say?
They said that is a common fee for when something like this
That's a common repo fee. Listen,
but it's not your fault.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they repoed it because of lack of payments. I'm just taking a guess now. This is too crazy.
Or a perceived lack of payment. Do you not believe Zach? Go ahead.
I don't know if I believe him or not, but the story is insane.
Right. Now, we're going to talk to the owner of Destination Auto. And listen, it was a year ago. I don't think this dealer did anything to you, but he must maybe want to help us. I mean, let's talk to Ralph.
He called in, Tom.
Hey, Ralph, man, thank you for calling in, man.
Yes,
what is going on?
I am here.
What's going on?
I have no idea. I just called Westlake. There is nothing wrong on this car. It's not been repossessed or anything.
Well, it is repossessed. It's sitting in the impound lot.
Well, I mean, it's not Westlake. They don't know anything about it.
Okay, now I'm going to go out on another limb. Maybe it was stolen.
They're looking into it. So
hold on. Ralph, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ralph.
This is really important. Now, Zachary, is it possible when you called Westlake and you were talking, they were giving you generic answers because people get called in all the time when their car's repossessed? Is it possible they weren't talking about your specific case, or did you give all kinds of information?
I'm glad you asked. It did seem like the information they were giving me was general, but I'm pretty sure that they were aware of my specific...
All right, in my opinion, this guy's a moron. I'm sorry. This whole call
don't call him a moron. Why?
Is crazy.
Why?
Because the whole thing doesn't make sense. None of this
So
makes
what?
sense.
If he's a victim,
The
why
other
should
guy
he be...
just said Westlake. He just said Westlake said it was never repoed.
Okay, but hold on.
He probably did what he should have done, which was report it stolen.
When Zachary called Westlake...
And the reason I called him a moron is because he keeps saying the same thing that makes no sense.
But it's not his fault that it doesn't make sense, Mark. Think about it.
And you know,
if this really happened... No, because I know when things happen that don't make sense, they make you insane. Sure, go ahead. Who wants to talk? Who is this?
This is Ralph from Destination Auto Sales.
Go ahead, sir.
He is not the buyer. Heather Francis Morrison is the buyer. His girlfriend.
Here's
well,
another layer.
That doesn't matter. Okay, that doesn't matter. He's calling for his girlfriend. I don't care about that.
But maybe she hasn't been making payments and doesn't tell him. I mean, who knows?
Okay,
I have no idea exactly.
Mark, let's just ask questions.
She's like a nice lady, and she left a good review on me, and everything is good.
So, Zachary,
I don't understand what's going on.
Zachary, is your girlfriend right there? Is your girlfriend right there?
No, she is not.
Okay. Do you and your girlfriend live together?
Yes.
Okay. And does she make the payments or do you?
I make the payments on my card, my debit card.
Okay, on your card. Okay. Now, you have proof of every payment.
And I have the statement. Yep, I have, and I have the most recent statement. I was looking at it
when you
yesterday.
called,
I'm 100% up to date.
Why did you call Westlake when it was repoed?
Because after calling the tow truck for my apartment complex, they said that they did not pick it up. And then I called the police, and the police said that the car was reported stolen by the bank. And so when they were doing like some police sweep or something, like their standard drive-throughs,
is it possible?
And they pulled it in.
Is it possible that it was financed once before and never paid off, and that destination? Where did you get this car, at the auction or where? Do you know?
It was purchased at the dealer auction. It was a guaranteed sale.
Okay. Ralph, who's the dealer? Ralph, could it be? Is it ever possible? Have you ever purchased a car, or do they ever sell cars that have problems like this in the past that no one knows about?
No, never.
No. Okay.
They would take it back.
Okay.
That's not impossible.
Oh, so what do you think?
Why did the financial service take my car then?
Well, hold on. When you say financial service, what do you mean? Who gave you the number to call?
The bank, and this is...
Wait, no. What bank? What bank? What bank?
This is a loan company that was provided by Destination Auto Sales. They are the people that found this loan for me.
No,
they are the people that approved
I'm asking another question
Zach,
that you're not answering.
They didn't do
Mark,
anything wrong.
This is too hard. Just let me talk. Really, I just need to ask him. Zachary, who did you talk to that you keep calling the bank or the financial institution? Who was it? Did they identify themselves as Westlake?
Yes, I called the number that is on the bottom of my e-statements that I get at the beginning of every January.
And when you called them, you said your car is missing.
Yeah, and they knew all about it when we gave them the details and our information. They told us specifically that they put out the missing car thing because of the tampered mileage, or their belief of the tampered mileage.
Okay, but now Ralph is telling me there is nothing on their records that show that. Nothing. Now, this is getting even more clear.
Hey, Ralph, when you sell a vehicle like this, does it have anything from the loan company that tracks the car, something with mileage or a GPS?
No. This was sold to Westlake.
I'm at a loss. I have no idea.
Yeah, Westlake financed the deal. That's all.
And Westlake, Zachary, Westlake is not showing Ralph, unless, I don't think Ralph's lying. Ralph, when did you talk to Westlake about this?
I just talked to them about 10 minutes ago.
Is it possible that you and Zach or his girlfriend, it doesn't matter. I mean, he's with his girlfriend. Is it possible to get on a conference call with Westlake just to figure out why the car was taken? Zachary, did you get a name of Zachary, did you get a name of somebody who you talked to at Westlake?
Okay. Now there's two. He's talking about two things. He's talking about the car, with the car being taken and the odometer being rolled back. What does that have to do with anything? I don't understand.
Well, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that.
I don't understand it either. That's what they told me. That is what Westlake Financial told me, which
what does Westlake
why
have to do
I'm
with the
so
odometer?
scattered as you guys are.
Well, I don't know what Westlake has to do with the odometer.
They have nothing to do with it.
But they want $1,400 now.
See, I don't know why. First of all, they do not want $1,400. The $1,400 is wanted by the impound company, which has nothing to do with it. Somebody's got to pay it. But I don't think Zach should have to pay it unless we're not hearing something. For some reason, Ralph, somebody riled up somebody who repossessed the car. And for some reason, Westlake told Zachary it was taken because of an odometer tampering, and now Westlake's telling you nothing was done. So, honest, I mean, I think we can all say this. I don't think, we know Destination has done nothing except sell the car. So, all we need is his help. And the only reason we need your help, Ralph, is because you have an entree to Westlake, and you can help Zachary and his girlfriend figure it out. I think
I'm surprised. I mean, I have a very good relationship with Zachary and his girlfriend. Why haven't they called me if they have a problem?
Well,
why didn't? I found out from somebody hearing it on the radio.
Well, I'll tell you why. Ralph. It's been a year. Hold on. It was a year ago. They're not blaming you. That's why they didn't call you. They didn't think it was your problem. I don't know. I'm the one, Ralph.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, Ralph, I am looking, and I'm talking to Westlake, and I'm looking into it, find out what's going on, and I will call. I left a message for his girlfriend already, and then waiting for a call back. So I will follow up with this one and find out what's going on.
Okay, and here's what I want to say, Ralph. I want to make this clear. When Zachary called, he never mentioned your dealership until I probed. He did not think it was your problem, nor did he think you did anything. I was the one who said, did you talk to the dealer? And I thought it was a more recent sale. I didn't realize it was a year ago. So anyway, Ralph, nobody's accusing you of anything. We're just asking for your help.
Yeah, but somebody called me and said they're saying that Destination ought to say rolled the odometer on the car.
No, here's what we
they told me they're saying. So
here's what we said. It was rolled back. And I said, if they said it was rolled back, are they saying Destination rolled it back, or are they saying you rolled it back, Zachary? So Ralph, sometimes when we talk on the air and we mention names, no matter what we say, people hear what they want to hear. So
that's correct.
I want to
appreciate it if you say that we were not involved, we did not anything wrong.
No, if anything, what I'd like to say, for the record, is that Destination Auto is helping us clear this up, and I appreciate it, Ralph. Thank you. Now, more coming up on this.
Make every day an adventure with an e-bike from E-Bike of Colorado, Colorado's largest e-bike dealer. E-bikes are eco-friendly and flatten hills with a pedal-assisted ride for a fun way to get around.
Town fast. Just try it.
We gotta figure this out. I am baffled.
E-Bike of Colorado carries 14 major brands.
This is a fucking
experts can help find them. 10 seconds, been around our extensive test ride area. Test rides are always free. Just try it. Open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. Learn more at ebikeofcolorado.com. That's ebikeofcolorado.com.
I don't think this guy's lying about payments. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I love doing Frank's commercials. You know, there was a commercial back when that used to say, I sing all day about the taste of Dr. Pepper because they loved it so much. I could sing all day about Frank Duran. I'm serious. All day about all of his virtues and benefits of using him. Not only is he skilled, he's the best. You know, the best, that's a word that I don't often use. He is the best. You're never going to do better buying or selling real estate, and never as a person. You'll make a friend and a great deal. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
But he's still not.
Now listen, in 30 seconds. Could you imagine if...
Dude, the guy made no sense.
Mark, it's not his fault. The story doesn't make sense. When you planted something in his brain, like, could they be giving you generic information? All of a sudden, it's yes, they could have been giving me generic information.
What he said was, it sounded like she was reading from something. Mark, you're hearing what you want to hear. You can't hold it against people when they call up, and it doesn't make sense, though.
It just doesn't make sense.
I know. So it's not his fault. I mean, how can it be his fault if it doesn't make sense? If somebody wakes up and
How long ago did this happen?
He said it happened.
844-425-3669.
That's
844-425-3669.
I mean, like a week?
No.
Jesus, if this happened 6 months ago, what are you going to say?
10 seconds. 888. Here you go. It's 844-425-3669.
All right, 888heating.com. These guys are great. You need a new furnace? I'll tell you what. They'll come out. They'll give you all the options you want. They'll talk about economical units. They'll talk about the top-of-the-line stuff. And if you need a repair, these guys are great. It all starts at 888heating.com. They've been on our referral list for many, many years. Good, honest people that you can trust with lots of options. 888heating.com.
Peak Performance for Men has helped thousands of guys, just like you, overcome erectile dysfunction with just a few short in-office appointments. Our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and will have you back to your natural form, guaranteed. That's right, they guarantee the results or your money back. Don't continually waste your money on pills month.
Trying to go in there?
Yeah, you're good. See what happens.
Peak Performance for Men is Denver's only national erectile dysfunction provider. We stand behind our results and guarantee we can make the
How do you know about Merle?
You said talk to Mark about Merle.
Oh, I meant to email myself that. You guys, that is the status for Merle. Sounds like he had a stroke. I could not put him on the air. It took 10 minutes to get 2 sentences out of him.
What's he need?
Basically, I can't get him on the air, but here's the deal, and we got to help him. So he has a 5-year-old fridge that broke. It was under warranty with Sears. It broke on December 31st. Sears said we'll be out January 20th. He didn't want to wait that long. He paid over $700 to get it repaired. Then asked Sears to reimburse him. He's like 90 million years old, Mark. I felt so bad for him. I felt bad that he paid so much for a repair. They told him no, so he called us. I said, why did you spend that much on a repair? I said, because you could have bought a new one for less than $760. And he says, I didn't want a new one. And that's where we left it. Mark, I couldn't put him on there. There's no way. We would lose every listener within 10 seconds.
I don't know what we do.
I don't know what we do either. I didn't want to ask Sears to help us out. I just didn't know what it felt sad for.
What happened to him? I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
He got his refrigerator, 90-year-old guy, he can't talk. His refrigerator, 5 years old, broke December 31st. Sears says it was under warranty. Will be out January 20th. He got it fixed by someone else for $700 and some dollars, and Sears won't get reimbursed. I just felt terrible for him, Tommy. I felt bad that he spent $700 on a repair.
Why do people feel they can just fucking repair and do shit and get covered?
But here's the thing, he could have bought a new refrigerator for that amount.
Almost.
Using research
So I just didn't know if there was anything on earth to do for that guy. So that's why I emailed that, Mark.
Any question, anytime.
From the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer Weather Center.
A breezy, pleasant afternoon in Denver. All right, back in about 30 guys.
You know what?
Once get into the eastern plains, so be careful. And
how they're equating.
I'm Fox 31, weather meteorologist. Rich Garner.
This report is sponsored by Westera Credit Union. Love the home but hate the kitchen? Westera can fix that. Get the extra renovation money you need with a new mortgage or a refinance.
When she talks about a basket of deplorables, was that Trump people?
Oh yeah, of course. Anybody knows. Equal housing opportunity NMLS 421606.
630 KHOW.
An iHeart radio station.
I don't think, or let's say, I was going to say I don't think I've ever had one more complicated or crazy or that didn't make sense, but I have had others. But this one, people pass around. We are going to get to the bottom of it. Jeremy has a comment on it, but here's what happened.
The guy buys a car, and a year later, it's not there. He has made every single payment, he says, and the car's not there. He said he called the lender, Westlake, after some investigation with police and stuff. He calls the lender who says, we repoed the car because it was reported stolen because the odometer was tampered with. None of that makes sense. They reported it stolen, they said, because the odometer was tampered with. What do they mean? This car is he bought it a year ago used. If the odometer was tampered with, how do they know? And why would they all of a sudden show up and take it? I mean, it just makes no sense. The car now is sitting at this impound lot, and the company, Westlake, told him, you can't get your car until the investigation is over, and you pay us $1,400 for the fee. Now, the dealer he bought it from, Destination, a year ago, is trying to help us out. He calls Westlake, and he tells us that Westlake, the finance company, says they did not repossess the car, they know nothing about it, and the car shows up perfectly normal in their system. What the hell is going on? We're going to try to find out. Jeremy, what is your comment on all of that?
Okay, so here's my theory. So, Tom, I could show up to your house. All I need is your license plate number, and I could say, hey, my car's stolen. Here's the license plate number. Boom, it's stolen. And this quote-unquote police sweep sounds a little hokey. But what my thought is that is it possible that they have two different phone numbers to Westlake? Is the Westlake that the gentleman that got his car, quote-unquote, repossessed, is that a different number than the dealership has? And then on top of that, what about the towing company? If Westlake shows it not stolen and the person that he's calling, I mean, they can double web pages. Nowadays.
No, wait. Are you saying, Jeremy, someone took the car and was posing as the lender?
Yes.
Well,
it's a very good possibility.
But why would they? How did they find that car? And how did they know? How did they know that he financed it with Westlake?
But he can go pick it up now for $1,400.
No, he can't. They say when it's over, when the investigation is over, that you can pick it up.
Ask him.
Mark, I already did.
No,
Go ahead.
Wait a second, though. It's easy to find out who the lender is. All you need is a VIN number. I can go up to any car with a flashlight.
We know who it is because the dealer told us who it is, and the dealer has the original paperwork.
Well, I'm saying that the person who is posing as Westlake, it is a possibility that all they need is the VIN number and the license plate number.
But why? Why? All of a sudden,
$1,500.
It's pretty elaborate.
Here's what I'm getting at, Jeremy. How did they pick that car?
Well, out of 10, if they did it to a dozen cars and they get 2 out of a dozen.
And by the way, just so you know, no one showed up and posed as anything. The car was just missing. He never saw who. The tow company said they took the car from the lender. Ordered them to take the car. It was reported stolen. That's what no one posed as the lender.
Well, no, and I understand. Okay. I understand that, but what I'm trying to get at is it a possibility?
Yeah.
Is there the possibility?
Well, yeah. There's a possibility someone just stole a car. And now they want to make $1,400. No, you're right. I mean, let's face it, Jeremy. We have heard of so many.
The same number.
We have heard, well, we'll find out. But we have heard of so many scams, Jeremy. I wouldn't put it past people taking cars on the off chance they can get somebody to pay the repo fee. But remember this, okay, Jeremy? This is something I think you're missing. That $1,400 doesn't go to the so-called scammer. It goes to the tow company.
And who's to say that they're not the scammer?
Because it would be pretty. So you're saying a tow company is towing cars at random, telling people their lender told them to go pick it up.
Wouldn't they lose their license for that?
Yeah, they would. But hold on. Anything's possible. So, Jeremy, that is what you're thinking. You're thinking that tow companies are taking cars at random because otherwise there's no financial incentive for anyone acting as the lender because the lender doesn't ultimately get that money.
Correct.
So okay, now here's the new theory. Jeremy has a new theory. This tow company could be randomly towing cars to see who bites.
Well, toss that one.
I mean, what the hell?
Well, it might as well be.
Who knows? Who knows? Maria, you want to talk about paying your mortgage, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you can't pay it by phone or what?
That's what I've been trying to do. I've dialed them 15 times.
What about how have you paid before?
By phone, always by phone.
Oh, so how do you do it? You call up and you say, I want to make a payment, and do you give them a credit card or a bank account?
I give them the account number to the...
Okay, got it. And they ACH it. All right, hold on. We'll come right back to you. People, do you have any inkling at all on what's going on here? 303-713-TALK.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now.
Michael Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by ChallengesWeFace.org.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, an accident on southbound 225 just past Yosemite, still in the cleanup stages, backing things up almost to Parker Road. And a crash on westbound I-70 just past Quebec, blocking the right lane, jamming things back to Havana. I-70 still closed in both directions, just east of E-470, all the way to the Kansas border because of high winds and multiple crashes. But the good news, I-25 pretty wide open on your drive through the metro area. Fox 31 pinpoint.
Her name or someone else's name? It did come in your name. Okay, so hang tight. Susan, you're going to tell Tom about it. Then probably what I'm going to have you do is email me some information about you that I can send over to my unemployment angel to look into and help resolve it, okay? I just got to twist your arm and make you tell Tom about it first. Okay, and in fact, since we're on break, do you have a pen? Oh, okay. Do you have a phone number I can text you at? Did you say 303-915-2422? Okay, after. Go ahead.
And that's khwindows.com for the meeting. Now, you can go to their showroom just alone with an appointment. If you make an appointment at KH.
Yeah, let him tell you about it, and then I will text you some information after the call, or an email after the call for you to get some information to me, so we can just make sure that it gets closed out and resolved, okay? Hang tight, listen to the phone. To Troubleshooter Show. What is your first name? Did you say Hector? Hi, Hector. In a sentence or less, what would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today? Okay, I'm going to put you on hold so you can give your comment to Tom, okay? Great. Thanks for your call. Listen
It's
to
a
the
business card online and more. And if you don't have a website, you're in trouble. But if you have one...
Because it's not working right. To get to know your website from the inside out, and if it's working for you, you get a free analysis from this company, getfoundfast.com. That's right. It's a free analysis. Hey, you don't have to hire them. If you do, it would be wise, but there's no obligation. Find out what they have to offer. GetFoundFast.com.
Hey there, it's Ross. Knowing that Aspenwood Dental Associates and the Colorado Dental...
If you don't know why your fucking car was repoed, it's not your fault. You're a fucking moron. It's not your fault. I'm not saying it's not your fault. I'm saying, how do you not find out what the fuck happened?
Dental to my wife. Because Kristen needs advanced, complicated dental work. And to put it plainly, I almost had her
Look at I sent you guys Zachary's email. I emailed him saying, we still want to help you, let Zachary with the repoed car.
Of course we do.
I said, let me know what you find out. Read his email. It's odd.
Oh, no.
It's odd. What
Don't
he
play
says.
into Mark. Mark, don't play into it.
Aspenwood Dental have changed their lives.
Very fresh.
You need a checkup or cleaning.
It's just an odd, where is it?
Don't tell Mark.
Schedule your
Well, usually I try to send it to both of you guys.
Anything disagrees with me, don't send it to me. Okay, where is it?
Refresh. It should be right there. I mean, I literally just
I don't
sent
know.
it.
Sometimes it takes a while.
AspenwoodDental.com.
Damn it.
Oh, no, don't send it. It gets comped. It really does. If you hit it, as long as you send it.
You probably just paid your annual maintenance fees. But if you're feeling stuck in your unwanted timeshare, it's not too late to get out.
Yeah, it's funny. I got some on here that I don't have on there.
This month only, get a maintenance fee credit with Timeshare Termination Team. So for those timeshare owners who have already paid your maintenance fees for this year, it's not too late. Get started with Timeshare.
Sorry, I missed the button. It's there now.
And they will apply
see
for
you.
this year's maintenance fee toward the cost of our services. Timeshare Termination Team will get you out of your timeshare legally.
It's such an odd thing he said. Scroll down. We still want to help. Oh, go up, sorry. Still want to help. Let us know.
Give them a call.
You aren't going to help anything. I got called a moron.
No, but keep going. When I'm $20,000 in the hole and have no idea how to get my
Well, he's
calculator
saying
out.
he paid 20 grand for
Yeah,
the car.
Oh, okay. I took
He's
it
just
as like,
pissed.
You know what, though? To be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you. You should call people a moron because it's
I didn't call him up. That's
no, I'm saying I agree with him. No, seriously.
You're right.
We
apologize to
fucking
him
throw
over
that
there.
term around, and really he isn't. I mean, he might be, by the way. But I have had people, listen,
Great.
I personally have had stories.
After that whole talk you gave Mark the other day.
I personally have had stories. I personally have had stories that are confusing as hell, and I can't explain them. I just can't. And I would hate, in my frustration, to be called a moron.
Yeah. He probably burned a collar bridge.
No, I want to make sure the dealer stays in touch with us. So I'm going to tell this guy. I'm going to tell him.
Are you going to say he's not on
I'll
me?
talk
He's
to
not.
him. Just calm down.
Apologize.
No, I'm not going to go that far. What is this?
And let Dispatch Health come to you. Do you have questions about getting a house call during the COVID-19 pandemic? Or want to sign up for your free account? Visit dispatchhealth.com. Again, that's dispatchhealth.com.
Michael Brown here. I want to take a minute to talk to you about something that has changed my life, Blue Sky CBD. You've heard me talk about the relief it's given me with hip pain after rowing, and you've heard how much the Pet Love formula has helped our pet. But what you might not know is that Dr. Eric Dorniger out of Boulder serves as the Director of Research and Development. Or that Dr. Adam Graves in Castle Rock and countless other doctors recommend Blue Sky CBD exclusively. The reason behind this is their products are created using the highest quality CBD in the country. They guarantee potency and purity, and their formulas are created using international research to ensure that
What does this mean?
you need to find the relief.
Read his original email.
I'm amazed at the reviews at bluesky-cbd.com. Use promo code
Where is it, Mark?
30% off.
Oh, there?
Try the same ball I used.
Read the third
You're
line down. The fucking what?
bluesky-cbd.com.
They are now trying. Read from there.
bluesky-cbd.com.
Read it out loud.
My girlfriend and I purchased in 2014.
No. Fuck all that.
Well, that's the original.
Listen, I'm going to read it right here. They are now trying to make us pay $1,400 to release the car back to us after we already made a deposit, after they approved us for the auto loan. What does that mean?
Help keep your plan on track beyond the
They are now trying to make us pay $1,400 release the car back to us after we already made a deposit, question mark, after they approved us for an all. He means that Westlake approved them originally. Why did they have to pay $1,400? The deposit they made was the deposit on that car. They're wondering his down payment. He wants to know why. He doesn't understand that the $1,400 is a repo fee. He thinks that the lender wants more money. And I understand that. I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Listen, I want to say something. I want to help Zach understand this. I don't know what's going on. So, Zach, I
want to help you, okay? No, I don't understand what's happening. You wake up one day and your car's missing. The lender tells you they reported it stolen because somebody tampered with the odometer. When did they tamper with it? At the time of sale? That was a year ago. And if someone did even if you tampered with your own odometer that day, how would a lender ever find out?
Tom, why would a lender repo a car with anything to do with the odometer?
Okay,
that doesn't even make sense.
No, but he is saying that is what he was told. Now, the dealer said, talk to the same lender, and they said, There was nothing in the system about a repossession. So Zach and the dealer are getting two different answers from the frickin' lender. Now, listen, could Zach be confused about things? Maybe, but I believe him that he bought the car and has been making his payments. Don't ask me why, I just believe him. And now the car's missing. He has to pay $1,400 to retrieve it when the investigation.
Why don't we call the tow company and see who the hell hired?
You know what? We should. Suze, there is no law on privacy.
Zach, I want to say this. Zach, I'm sorry I called you a moron. I was so frustrated hearing the same thing that makes no sense 10 times.
Now, here's the deal. Suzanne, we should call the tow company, and we should try to ask them in a friendly way to talk to us. They're not the ones that, I don't think they did it.
Get me the tow company name. I'll call them up.
Yeah, we should. If they won't come on the air, let Mark talk to them.
I want to see who hired them.
Now, hold on. I got to go by the phone. Maria wants to pay her mortgage. And Maria, you're saying it rings and rings and nobody answers. Is that right?
No, they answer and they...
Then what?
They ask for your account number and your last 4 digits of your social security number.
And then what?
And when they get to a certain area, certain place, they hang up on me.
They hang up? Just hang up?
Yeah. I've called 15 times
Who is
to
it?
make this move.
What lender is it?
W. And I heard they're under high investigation.
Okay, I got to hear the lender again, the name.
W.
W? I don't get it. Spell it.
Shoot, what do I have?
Okay, you don't have it in front of you. Okay, hold on, Maria. You always pay by phone. Do you have a coupon book?
No. If I did, I have no idea where it's at.
How long have you had this loan?
3 years so far.
And who was the broker or lender you went to get the loan?
Oh, it was through Chapa.
Okay. Have you called the Chapa office?
Mm-hmm.
There's too many similar ones, man. There's like 5.
Well, I heard that they're having problems with lawsuits against
Yeah,
them.
but Maria, you have to make a payment or they're going to come after you. So this is important for us to find out.
Let's get Deputy Doc's perfect for this. He'll get her on a 2-way call and help her.
Now, Deputy Doc he works with a lot of seniors, and he does a great job. But I want to ask the name of the lender. Do you have it in front of you or something? We don't understand what you're saying, the name of the lender.
No, I don't have it in front of me.
And you're calling it Dama?
There's a bunch of them. Damahue. There's a bunch of them like that, though.
Damahue. I don't remember.
Okay, dear. Okay. I'm glad you called us. You know what? I'm glad you called us before it turned into not a repossession, but a foreclosure, really. Okay, hold on. And here's what I want to do. I want to give this to Deputy Doc. Thank God for the people we have working for us. Deputy Doc, Deputy Smarty Pants, or Smarty Marty. I'm serious. These guys are good.
Hey, remember the lady that we were trying to help get a place, and we were also trying to help her get a job.
And the landlord locked her out of her apartment, and she said that her...
the roommates moved out?
Yes.
We talked about it yesterday.
Well, no. We've got her on the line now. Let's come back to her after the break.
Oh, we're going to come back to her because Mark was saying...
No, we helped her get a place.
I know. Okay, so Mark's saying that he wants to know what's happening. And then Susan wants to talk about the Relia-Card scam again. Coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by challengesweface.org.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, an accident on southbound 225 just past Yosemite still in the cleanup stages. That has things backed up almost to Parker Road. And a crash on...
Okay, and I have caller ID to confirm that, because I don't want to repeat your number back when I'm on video. So, Maria, I'm emailing Deputy Doc. I'm going to give this to Deputy Doc to give you a call to start helping you. I would assume you would hear from him today. Thanks, honey. Well, let's... Doc, are you there? Let's see if he's there. Maria, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to send him over your information. Okay, honey bun? You have a very nice weekend. Bye-bye.
What's fueling the division? Get the real story at challengesweface.org.
All right, simplyfloorsinc.com. I say that all the time. By the way, the ink is INC, like incorporated, Simply Floors Inc. Now, Buddy and Karen will have a floor covering store where they save all the major floor coverings. They can come to you, or you can make an appointment with them at 52nd Ward, the southwest corner. Here's the message. They buy at the same level as these giant stores because they're part of a buying group. They pass on savings with better installers, better prices, better warranties, better financing. Find out for yourself with your own appointment at simplyfloorsinc.com.
Granberry.
Hi, I'm Peter Harris for Granberry Cereals. If you're starting the new year with a goal to live healthier...
Honey, what's going on? I'm on the air. What's happening, honey?
The healthiest and most natural
go ahead.
in the supermarket. Granberry.
Why the fuck did you hang up? Jesus Christ. When I say fucking hurry up, I don't mean hang the fuck up. God almighty.
We make Granberry. We care about sugar.
No, I'm during a commercial. What's happening?
Then use our whole grain onyx sorghum to help slow sugar.
Who and you?
It's sugar control.
Oh, yeah. I was going to go pick up Bonnie first, okay?
And prediabetes. And we didn't have to sacrifice.
If I pick up Bonnie at 3:50,
so buy Granberry cereal,
probably by 4.
And start curbing your sugar today. Available in multi-brand flakes.
Oh, yeah, but I'll have to come.
Cinnamon frosted shredded wheat.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but then we have to go over and pick up Bonnie.
This is Brent.
Okay, I'll come and get you guys before 3 o'clock. I'm going to leave right away, okay?
Play the waiting game because you're likely to get burned. Call Ideal Home Loans.
Okay, all right, honey, I will.
Interest rate guarantee.
I love you.
Cash out on some of the lowest interest rates we've ever seen. Call us today at 303
Granberry.
7000 to talk to one of our salary-based lending specialists. Or online at
Where you guys going to dinner? Anywhere cool?
Equal opportunity lender, regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756.
They usually
For terms
do
and conditions, call 844-45.
Yeah, they nothing.
If you've ever sold a home, you know it's a hassle.
Nothing radical.
You know what my kids love more than anything?
The surprise show.
And you know, they're quite a bit older than yours, not a lot older, but fucking that stupid Chick-fil-A, man. I swear to God, they could eat a Chick-fil-A every day.
Service helps you buy. Then list your old home once you're all moved out. That means you'll never have to deal with showings, open houses.
Really good, because we love it. It's cheap.
And to make sure you get the best,
plus you'll go to heaven.
Orchard County will make you repairs or updates, so your home is list ready.
Oh, shit.
A recent Orchard client said, with Orchard, we got our new home for $10,000 less and got asking price on our old one. Highly recommend. Kathy, another client said, we didn't have to carry 2 mortgages, didn't have to rush to move. And most importantly, we beat out 7 other offers for our new home.
You know the biggest problem with people in causes is that
with people in what?
Causes.
It's that
causes?
Yeah, causes.
Again,
I don't know what you mean.
They're causes, like Trump people, or Biden people, or environmental people, or Earth, or climate change people, and their causes. The fringe in all of them. The fringe fucks everybody up.
You know, on that same kind of little different level. So, I'm talking to this guy this morning, business guy. Yeah, nothing's right. Everything's going wrong for him. And his attitude, he was the biggest Debbie Downer I've ever talked to. The biggest Debbie Downer. And it just hit me. He's one of these guys. He's always going to be a Debbie Downer, and everything in his life's always going to be.
Mark, you hit it on the head. It's like he sets himself up. That's right, Mark. And that's all a state of mind. And he doesn't even get it. And, you know, who is it? I'm not going to say on there. Somebody I know? No.
Personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover
There's somebody else like
on the internet above you with reputationdefender.com.
Oh, yes. This is times 5, though. Times 5. I mean, this is like, oh, man.
They make their own impression.
Well, that's just it. And then they seem to sink into it further. Suzanne said, I talked to him, same person. I talked to him a while back, and he was the exact same way. You know what she called him? Eeyore. He's like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Since 1994,
Yeah. Or restoring your car.
I like that Eeyore. That was a good one.
Collision.com.
Love the home but hate the kitchen? Westera can fix that.
I've been so good all week, except for that fucking popcorn. That damn popcorn, that site, that whole fucking bag of popcorn. Why did that? Did you eat that whole popcorn too? Yours?
Denver's Talk Station is your shot to win
This week with the other different shit. I don't know how to explain this. It's stupid. It's nuts. I've maybe been eating too many nuts, but they're not nuts. They're not more nuts. Good fat.
on 630 KL.
Bacon's good fat. Hey, I'll try to get through these if you want to get them up. I'll try.
Diaries loyalty program. Stop by a store or go to GUIRYS.com to sign up today.
Okay.
Your neighborhood Pete store since
Or at least get them for Monday. Okay.
Get Shannon.
Okay, I'm right here. Tom Martino. We tried to help Shannon get a job and also a place to live. We found her a place to live. We just want to get an update. Shannon, what's going on? What's happening? Did you get a job? Hi, what's happening?
Because of you guys. I genuinely love all of you and just want to thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Did you get a job?
The people well, I did. I'm on next Friday. I am enrolled with the Women's Bean Project, who helps people facing barriers.
That's a good program.
What is it?
Women's Bean Project. It's an amazing program. They help with clothing, with interview skills. They give you a job immediately to do.
Shannon, I was told someone offered you a few different ones and you didn't want them.
No, I haven't gotten any offers. The only offers that I've gotten are the ones through you guys, and I've pursued every one of them. I've
Listen, you know what? The fact that you called in on your own says a lot, and I really appreciate it, Shannon. So listen, I want you to stay in touch with us, and we're going to help you in different ways, okay? So you stay in touch with us.
I also got enrolled in school, so I'll be starting school on February 15th to finish becoming an electrician.
I want you to stay encouraged. Stay encouraged, and I'll say a prayer for you, Shannon. Okay, and stay in touch. Now, Susan.
Any resources for clothing and stuff like that, I could sure use the help.
All right. You just hang in there, and we will, I promise. We will find other resources for you, okay? We're going to get in touch with Daphne and see what she can do on that end.
Hey, you know why I'm special?
Why?
Because I put up with you.
Oh, bull crap. That goes the other way around. And if we had a vote, we don't have time, we'd see. Okay, Susan, what's happening?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I love your show.
Thank you.
I hadn't heard anything about the unemployment scam, that Relia card, until I saw something on Facebook, and I didn't know if you had been talking about it.
We talk about it all the time. In fact, we have a list together that we're giving right to the unemployment department to work on it. And you can get on that list.
Oh, good.
Were you a victim?
Okay. I was.
Okay. Now, listen, we don't have to get into it because it's all the same. You will get on our list. Suzanne, let's make sure she's on our list. Okay, John, why are you special?
My wife and I have traveled all over the world.
Yes.
And we started a travel with John and Carol, taking hesitant travelers, people who are nervous about traveling the world to see bucket list places. Our small group tours usually max out at 6 people, and we take them everywhere.
And do you know, do you have inside information and can help them with food and lodging and sightseeing?
Yes, we've started Vista Curated Travel, which is pretty much my wife's travel business. We have high-end luxury places through the Virtuoso Network that we can take people, but on our tours we offer both all-inclusive to places like Singapore, Angkor Wat.
And you're talking about very small groups and very personal attention. I love it. What's the name of it?
What's the website?
Yeah, the website for more information.
The website is travelwithvct.com. Vista Curated Travel.
Okay, that is travel with VCT.com. Okay, VCT. Okay, travel with VCT.com. I want to look at it, and I want to know more about it. I think it sounds great.
I agree, Special. He figured out a way to probably travel the world for free and show people stuff.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. Do you get to take the trips free?
Yeah, no.
as part of your work.
That's the plan. Is we take the trips for free, but we've been to most of these places. We just like to show people.
Hey,
it's ingenious. I love it.
It's a great idea,
And,
especially the small group aspect.
Hell, I might compete with you shortly.
Yeah.
And we have top-notch guides at all the places where you end up, I hate to say cutting the line, but you go right to for the venue. If it's the Louvre, if it's the Vatican, you go right to the front. You don't wait
Why?
for the line that goes around the block.
Why?
Because he's got the in.
Yeah, why? You have
our top-notch, our guides pay extra to get us in.
Oh, man, that's cool. Okay, travelwithvct.com, right?
Yes.
Okay, listen, John.
A link on that or in that website where you can see Travel with John and Carol.
You know what? I love that.
We travel.
I love that. You know what I might do one time?
And seriously, if it's an older couple that's a little nervous of going to Singapore, I mean, you're with people that have been there.
John, if I wanted to put together a group, let's say of you and your wife and me and my wife, and then let's say a group of 10 others, would you go that size?
Yes, we certainly would.
All right, I want to talk about that. Thank you. I love it. Get his information, Suzanne. I'm Tom Martino. We're out of time. Don't forget referralist.com for help, information, referrals, and to get our podcast, of course. Also, iHeart. And we're here to help all the time. All the time. 303 Martino. Save all your problems for me.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino.
Good show. It was good. Market was really good.
And on the iHeartRadio app, Michael Brown is next.
It's in good form, too. It piss people off. What's that? In good form, piss people off.
I didn't piss him.
Who did I piss off?
The moron? Did I piss off the moron?
I gotta leave. Fucking media.
So do I. Say, what are you doing?
At least I don't have to wait for people waiting for me. What am I doing? I got my kids.
No. You're supposed to say, what are we doing?
Oh, what are you doing?
Getting a beer.